Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Bob. Yes, sir. Bob. And Karen, bring that beat back, will you? Drop that Self Love classic, the Self Love Show music theme.
The Self Love Show, giving you more than vitamins and minerals. Food for your soul, information and plans integral to making your mind grow. With more growth and development, BS is irrelevant to the intelligent. Knowledge, wisdom, and understanding is what we represent.
It's the Self Love Show.
The Self Love Show. The Self Love Show. We do it for our people. The Self Love Show. It's the Self Love Show. It's the Self Love Show. To expose and on equal. The Self Love Show. The Self Love Show. The Self Love Show. Wordsmith 9 years. The Self Love Show. The Self Love Show. You know how the story goes. It's the Self Love Show.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you, Karen. The views expressed in today's pod will be those of the host, the guests, and are not necessarily reflective of any affiliates or TATN. Excuse me. Welcome to the Self Love Show on This Ain't That Network, or TATN. This is a spot where we dive extremely deep into the intersections of mind, body, spirit, and culture. This is one of the co-hosts, 9 Million. First off, all praise to the ancestors. Our latest edition, my old man. Big ups to the Most High, for if it was not for you, I wouldn't be here. And my late and beloved Mama Sky. Big ups. Tonight's episode should dig into one of the most uncomfortable questions in the United States culture. When a child crosses a line, or a teen, how far should the blame travel? We're talking about the growing trend of holding parents legally and morally accountable for the actions of their little ones. A shift that is forcing courts, communities, and families to rethink where responsibility begins and where it ends. Thank you, Karen. For example, two cases that changed the national conversation. The Oxford High School shooting in Michigan, where Jennifer and James Crumbley became the first parents, I doubt this is true, in United States history, convicted in connection with the child's mass shooting, and the Appalachia High School case in Georgia, where Colin Gray was found guilty after providing a stick used in the attack. These ain't just legal milestones. They're cultural shockwaves, raising the question of whether accountability has become punishment by proxy. And because this conversation ain't limited to courtrooms, we're also touching on Julio Cesar Chavez. We're not talking about the boxer, Big Ace. Allegations, post-mortem. Another example of how the alleged actions of one family member can spill into the public arena and reshape the narrative around everyone connected to them. When does accountability become overreach? When does responsibility become a beast of burden? That's the tension we're unpacking today. So, whip out your self-love vision and your 10 hats. This is the Self Love Show, and this is the revolution. And the revolution will not be on YouTube, however. These are lessons, not lectures. We're live and in living color on today, Thursday, 3/26/26, at approximately 7:29 in the Shy. And as always, you cats can be anywhere in this magnanimous universe. But thankfully, we all chose to be right here together. That's right. Here together. Bear down. What down, brother Wordsmith? What you manifesting today?
Love, 9. You know me. I'm manifesting love. What you manifesting?
Ditto, good brother. Pure, magnificent, unfiltered, unfettered. Some say tough. Others have said harsh. But I can assure you, it's love just the same.
No doubt.
What's been happening in your neck of America, Charlie Kirk?
Mother Nature. Mother Nature. She been tripping. It was 80 yesterday, 70 earlier today. Now it's raining. They talking about it's gonna be 30 tomorrow.
Wow.
And 3-4 days ago it snowed.
Well, you know, 30 is the new 20.
Yeah, they playing with that motherfucker now.
Harp.
Yeah. Yeah, man, they playing around. Boy, I don't tell you.
Yeah, it's that tricky weather too, where if you ain't careful, you can, catch something out there. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Also, man, ADCvo got his project's gonna be released soon. So TBA, uh, uh it's going very well. Going to the club. I came to parties about to be released. And White Boy Wasted the whole 4-pack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big ups ADC. Big ups ADC. Yeah, y'all snatch that up. Well, I guess you don't snatch it up anymore. Download it and whatever you do these days.
Buy it. Mm.
Yeah.
Go to Apple Store, whatever it is, and download
Yeah.
it for us.
There
Buy
you
it
go.
for us. Buy it for us. Soon we'll have a website, so TBA for that too.
There you go. Yeah, matriculate. All right, y'all. What to expect on today's show? We always kick it off with the Self Love Show quote of the day. And then we have our more growth and development platform video. That's the platform we're standing upon. And then we're going to unpack about maybe 3 videos before we get on topic. Short videos. Brother Wordsmith and I will unpack it. And then we got our dome teaser. Okay. Your mind is a terrible thing to waste. So we'll exercise your mind with a riddle. All right. We'll give you the key at the end of the show, unless you can figure it out. Just leave your potential answers in the chat. Today's topic: Julio Cesar Chavez canceled post-mortem, punished for the sins of the children. That's our main topic today. Should parents be punished for the sins of the children? And then we got a couple of more things we're going to discuss very briefly. So do us a favor, smash that like button. Appreciate you. And then we close it out with my personal favorite part of the whole show, and that's where this brother Wordsmith's gonna summarize what we discussed today, right? Off the rip, off the top of the dome, and a bit of world-class poetry for you. All right, so don't leave. If you leave, you're gonna miss it. All right, fella, you got any announcements out there?
Like, share, subscribe, share far and wide. But you also know that I have Midwest Festivals presents Ancestor Echoes, House Music Festival Extravaganza. Glamping at its finest. Come out and hear some of the greatest DJs that you've ever heard in your life. Tremendous sounds. The music is beautiful, and you probably won't hear the same song twice in the 3-day event.
You definitely won't.
It's amazing. It happens every time, and you gotta be there.
Thanks. Recharge your mental and your spiritual batteries out there. Come be around some wonderful people, listening to some even better music, right? In an even better location. Get under the stars and reconnect with the ancestors. For if it wasn't for them, none of us would even be here. Okay? They paved the way. We stand on their shoulders. Yeah, man, I got an announcement. RIP to my dear old dad, man. Red Warren L. Mills Jr. Rest up.
Condolences.
Yeah. I'll be in Cheyenne, what's that? Monday.
Peace to his spirit.
Facts. Fly, 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 fly. And make sure y'all subscribe. Hit that subscribe button. It helps us. And do me a favor and hit that like button too while you're in here. Stop the violence. Go get checked up. Go get your checkups out there. Go to the doctor. You know what I mean? Get everything checked out.
You gonna be able to get to the lab? You gonna go to the lab?
We'll see. I'm not leaving till Thursday. I think Thursday like evening. So funeral's Tuesday.
Yeah.
So
What time
yeah,
you get in Monday?
like 2. ORD.
Yeah. no doubt.
O'Hare. So I'll probably hop on the blue line and stop at my sister crib over there. You
Oh
know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah.
Yeah.
That would be cool. We'd be right there.
You know what I'm saying? Slide off of there and then go from there, Funeral's noon on Tuesday.
Where you staying at?
Man, I'm just realizing I put return on Thursday. That's Christmas. Okay, I guess I went in Wednesday, yeah. Um I plan to stay with my sister that Monday,
Yeah,
So maybe my brother and them I don't know, my brother and them those other days.
we'll figure something out.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And like, share, subscribe, y'all. If there's anybody out there, y'all might have little ones, y'all might have grand little ones. Maybe they're, juvenile delinquents. Maybe you call them Pookie and Ray Ray. I don't know what the situation might be. Maybe they're not. Maybe they're just beautiful, well-rounded human beings. We want to hear from you today on this topic because,
Yeah, I
I'm.
mean,
Go ahead.
no matter how and what you teach your children, situations occur that, uh, especially if they are dealing with both parents, they are going to be kind of a mixture, and they're going to figure out something. Some of them might do exactly what you think they're going to do, but I think most of them are not.
Well, they came to explore like we all did.
Yeah, they're influenced by so much.
Yeah.
But and I know it's a simulation, for at least from my point of view, and that is part of it. The parents is part of the simulation situation, and it's really eclectic because some that don't follow their parents at all are very successful, and some that don't follow their parents at all are horrible.
Yeah,
And and the opposite, it's a
it's
mixed
a
bag.
mixed trick bag. Yeah.
Man, seriously.
All right, let's leave a little on the bone for when we get to the topic. Um, Big Ups Midwest Festivals presents Ancestral Echoes, Echoes, Echoes. All right. As Brother Wordsmith just eloquently stated, um, pull up. You got to be there to experience the vibe, the frequency, right? The energy emanating from the humans around you, the people around you, like-minded house heads. Greatest music you're ever going to hear. Fantastic music played through the night. You understand? You're out there on hallowed grounds, holy land, I should say, out there in Pembroke Township. Limited light pollution, right? You can see everything that's going on up there in the sky. People are there doing their thing. It's glamping. So, you're in a camper or you're in a tent. People got movies they're watching on movie screens, like crab bakes. Me personally, I don't, eat the scavenger, but to each his own. You know what I mean? Uh,
Happy hours. We got
yeah.
uh
Games.
yes. It's also a flower hour. Happy hour and flower
Oh, I
hour.
like the
And it's
sound of that.
oh yeah, it's a beautiful thing,
Yeah, I
man.
like the sound of flower hour.
Oh, it's a beautiful thing, man.
Bring your unmentionables. You know what I
Bring
mean?
them. We'll have some available, for purchase and
Yeah. Yeah.
sharing too, but
Yeah.
bring your unmentionables. I mean, you don't
Yeah.
want to be dependent on anybody for what you need to enjoy yourself.
That's right. It's an overnight event. You got 2 nights. They got tents available, for a fee, but you want to book early so you can get your space reserved. You can get a trailer drop shipped out there. Last time me and wifey came, we stayed with Brother Wordsmith in his trailer.
Yeah,
Plenty of
absolutely.
space. You're not going to be in there really too much.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? You're going to be running around. You
And
know.
this year I got the same trailer, so
Oh, you already booked it?
oh yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, last year I had to get a smaller one. So this year I booked out early. Like I was like, oh no, I want that one. It's got a door. I can, have visitors and still
Uh
be in the comfort of my own space.
Yeah. 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 It's like a little castle out there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that's what we on. And Karen just dropped the link. Appreciate you, Karen, into the chat. A said condolences to your family. Appreciate that. He said from the Washington family. Appreciate you, brother.
No doubt.
Washington from Washington Heights. That's a coincidence.
What is
All
that?
right. Uh,
What's that? Coincidence?
you find yourself in sunny L.A. and you're
Ooh-wee.
looking for the best licensed, bonded, fully insured esthetician. Reach out to Tay Mills. Tay Mills Aesthetics. All right, multicultural skin, body, and weight loss pro. Karen's dropping that link into
And
the chat.
we're going to start the Zoom consultations too.
Oh yeah, good idea. I need to tell her. Reminder. I don't know if she even thought about that. Yeah, I will tell her about that. That's a good idea. All right. Yeah. Um, yeah, that's a great idea. www.tay. She's licensed, bonded, fully insured. milzaesthetics.com. And, you might need something put on a t-shirt. I may be reaching out to Bella B. Get my dad's picture on the shirt, print up something for the family. You know what
That'd
I
be
mean?
sweet. That'd be sweet.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. You reach out to
She can get them done in this amount of time to turn around. Oh my God, this is
yeah.
amazing. Bella B.
Yeah, not sure about that, but yeah, we'll see. But we got Bella B at designs365@gmail.com. She does great work, and all these companies are copper colored, owned, operated, and everything. Okay, and then last, gym recovery. If your whip you ran over one of those big potholes or something like that, and you damaged the rim, you reach out to Gym Recovery. He'll pull up a flatbed, brand new truck, top of the line. You know what I mean? He might have Fox in his box. He might be playing
Uh-oh.
Fox News on that thing out
Yeah,
there.
it probably is.
He might be listening to Trump's entire inaugural speech, crying.
Hey,
But
do you know that GYM's an acronym?
I never knew that.
Julia Inez Moultrie.
Oh, I love that.
His mom.
Yeah, I love that.
Oh
So it's
man.
capital JIM.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never knew that. R&P, RIP. I was wondering where you got that from.
I was too, because I was like, Jim, because we was always Jim and Bob.
Yeah.
I was like, man, if you're gonna make it Jim, it should be GEM, like a diamond or something.
Yeah.
And one day he broke it down to me. He said, "It's Julia Inez Moultrie, my mom." And so he got Jim Recovery and Hunter Towing on his new truck. So he got both his parents.
Mm-hmm. Civil. All right. You got Jim Recovery. Y'all reach out to Jim Recovery out there. He'll pull up. He's got over 3 decades of experience and get you and your whip to where you need to be safely, so you're not out there getting shot at by the Venezuelans or misguided Pookie and Ray Ray. All right. Oh, wait a minute. That enough of my yapping. Let me turn it over to this brother so he can handle his business.
Yes, y'all. It don't stop. The Self Love Show rocks on. Y'all know how we do. If you've been around or you're brand new, we move with the groove, the fraction of an energy. And, 9 Mills knows that this is base reality for him, and I know that it's a simulation for me. But it is what it is, and we see what we see. But right now, before we show you a great video, the Silverback More Growth and Development platform, which we're building the Self Love Nation off of. But as always, before that, we have the Self Love Show quote of the day. You can teach your kids right, but you can't live their choices for them. You can teach your kids right, but you can't live their choices for them. Yeah, my neighbor, I could throw a brick and hit a house from where I'm at right now, where she grew up. Anyway, Michelle Obama.
Yeah, well, she also grew up in Parkway Gardens, which y'all know is
She was
O
born
Block.
there. She was
Yeah.
born there, yeah. Definitely. Uh-oh. Something's not right. Here it is. Silverback More Growth and Development Platform. Number one, repair our nation via reparations. We demand our silver back. Number two, to connect our breadwinners with our activists. And three, show an accurate depiction of African American Chi-Town. Four, to shine a light on positive influences. Five, heal our community one person at a time. Six, to provide an unfiltered platform for our influencers. 7, recycle the black dollar. 8, to provide mentors for the mentorless. 9, to close the gap between us and our pink kinsmen.
We're closing the gap. We're closing the gap.
And number 10, what the heck? Protect our women, children, and men by any and all means necessary.
That part, 100 million%. If you missed last week's show, we unpacked what did Melinda Gates knew. She knew. General McCaslin and aerospace engineer Monica Reza abducted. And Self, I've been in this rabbit hole. There's so many more that have been in that so-called alien program that are coming up missing all of a sudden.
It ain't all of a sudden. It's over a long stretch of time, like 70, 80 years. Prominent people that have firsthand encounters disappear.
100%. 100%. But over the last year, there's been like 5 that have just come up missing or been deleted.
Well, they've have been stating that they're going to have disclosure, and the people that can disclose are
Gone.
yeah. So
They say a dead man tells no tales.
if they're dead, because
Right.
I've got a whole rabbit hole.
I think they were abducted.
Yeah.
Now, by who or what is a whole different
rabbit hole.
Yeah.
I don't even know if abducted, just told that, hey, we're gonna move you over here because of this.
Yeah. Yeah, all right. Warm-up poll question. Should parents be punished? We're going to drop a link. Thank you, Karen. She's going to drop a link in the chat. Should parents be punished for their dependents' delinquencies / crimes? Option 1, yes, for children under 18. Option 2, yes, for children under 15. Option 3, yes, for children under 13. Option 4, you're just going to say no. You don't have anything to do with that. You believe in the sovereignty of the spiritual children, and to a certain extent.
That doesn't mean that.
No?
No.
Children don't have spiritual rights?
Oh, well, no, I'm just saying that the answer to the poll of no doesn't absolutely equate to what you stated.
Yeah, well, no, it could be any of those or all of it.
In any of the no's, any reason you
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes. Because it's just that. It doesn't stipulate for the no.
Yeah, it's just a no. Yeah, it could be, you know what I mean? Whatever your no is. Type it in the comments why you put no. All right. We got Julio Cesar Chavez canceled post-mortem. I used to see cats on the yard walking around in Illinois with Julio Cesar Chavez. I heard somebody, is that the fighter? No, I didn't. But, you know what I mean? And I'd see it on there. And I'm like, oh, this kid's a revolutionary. I didn't really know who Julio Cesar Chavez was.
I'm lost right here, so I think I'm on a different timeline.
Yeah, Julio Cesar Chavez.
It's a fighter and a
Yeah, and the fighter's name is Chavez Jr. No relation.
Well, he's related to the fighter Chavez.
Correct, but he's not related to the freedom fighter.
Right. I am on the wrong timeline. I'm sorry, y'all. This is new information to me.
Punishment for the sins of the children and more. All right, so we're gonna get there, y'all. Brother Wordsmith, did you see? They like to show the community, right? And suggest that we're savage and violent. We got some drop dead gorgeous hood tales.
Yeah, well, they are the hood personified.
Entertainment tonight. This is gonna be fair use, y'all. Big ups, E.T.
Okay, let's see what we got here.
On Sunday, we rode past once, twice, and on the second time, I walked out in front of him, and it escalated quite quickly from there.
What? You look like you got hit in the head.
Are you kidding me? Move, dude! No! You!
I did push him because he was coming towards me on his bike. I pushed him a second time. The second time he got off his bike and it kicked the crap out of me.
Stay down!
E.T. obtained this new footage showing Alan's angle of the altercation and
what
the part his neighbor Ronnie left out to TMZ.
Are you kidding me?
When he taunts the star in front of his two sons.
I believe that because you're
Around 30 seconds later, Alan throws the first of at least 4 punches.
You can see he hit me in the back of my head. I went to the ground and covered myself.
As for what was said next,
stupid! That's assault!
the Brentwood Police Department tells E.T. no charges will be filed and Alan was acting in self-defense.
Yes.
A source tells E.T., quote, Alan did not instigate the fight. He was just enjoying a bike ride with his kids.
I mean, I can't wait to see what unfolds.
He's too much into his show. That's Reacher all day, ain't it?
San Jose leader.
Exactly. That's what they were talking about in the comments. You're going to pick a fight with Reacher and then get pounded. You know what I mean? I don't understand.
The first thing I noticed when they was interviewing him was the bruise on his head. I was like, wait a minute here.
If Alan didn't have filmed, this dude would be trying to sue him. So I don't know what happened, but the dude's riding his motorcycle and this guy's stepping in front of the bike.
Yeah, like sidestepping, like
yeah.
You heard my commentary live. Like, what's he doing here?
And I
didn't even know it was Reacher.
You didn't know it was him?
No, I hadn't seen any of this. So all I saw there was the bruise on the head.
Yeah.
And then they started talking about the show or whatever. And then when they showed, I said, oh, it's Reacher.
I'd never heard of Reacher until
this guy.
I've never heard of until I saw this
Hold
video.
on a second, I can't hear you because I pulled out my plug. My bad.
I've never heard of Reacher until this video.
Oh well, it was a movie with Tom Cruise, and then they turned it into a series,
TV show. Yeah. But what's the premise? What is Reacher?
Reacher is he's a old army guy or a military guy that
so he fights in it.
Did a lot of ops and all that.
Yeah.
And now he's just a wanderer. He don't own nothing. He just travels around.
Does he kick ass?
Oh man. Oh my God. Like that he might have broke. He might not, well, he probably would have told him what he was going to do. He was like, yeah, I'm going to hit you and you're going to ball up and then I'm going to kick you and then go about my way.
Did you hear the guy's story? It made no sense.
No. It made absolutely no sense when you saw the video.
Yeah.
It's like if
who's
you
interviewing the guy? They didn't
Right.
ask him what happened. What were you doing?
Well, I mean, it was they were, it's not. I'm sorry, they weren't interviewing him. They were giving him a chance to give his statement.
Well, okay.
It's
And then
media.
so when you give your statement, you don't say, okay, well, I'm trying to understand. Why were you standing in front of his bike again?
No, they just wanted to have that footage of him saying that. They weren't trying to push back. Because they knew that the Reacher character was the one that it happened with. So already, so when they're talking to him, they're just following the script. Maybe I should say that.
He effed around and found out.
Good for him.
Yeah.
And more guys, what do you call them? Karens and Kens? Is that
Yeah.
what it's called?
Yeah, Kens.
It should happen to more Kens.
That I can see like a regulator or something on campus, and you minding your business, and you're like, I can't believe this fucking guy. Does this guy know who I am? And you finally put the bike down and beat the brakes off of him.
Yeah, I mean, it's completely understandable.
Dude was like, is this what you wanted?
I don't really like violence and all that, but I was appalled by his behavior. Like, all right, he stepped out and he was trying to go around him with the bike.
Yeah.
And he stepped out again. Like, oh.
And Richard didn't want to do nothing because they said he had his kids with him. You don't want to do that in front of your kids, but he had to. His kids learned a good lesson.
Yeah, I was about to say, sometimes they need that.
Yeah, you got to defend yourself.
He was there to teach them a valuable lesson. It was lessons going around all around because Ken got a valuable lesson too.
But Ken still thinks he's the victim.
Yeah, but once the judge told you that you lost, then...
Yeah, well, he's going to take it to civil court.
He's still going to lose if you lost in...
Not necessarily. A lot of people lose in criminal court, but they win in civil court.
They can't.
Burden of proof is different.
It is.
It's a preponderance of the evidence, but I don't see any preponderance of evidence.
It's the same evidence. The same evidence that made him not guilty. And I mean, for this case, it ain't all cases.
Criminal cases, reasonable doubt. Civil cases, a preponderance of the evidence has to say, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and I say that you stopped him from going his way.
Right.
Because he could have ran you over and then he would have definitely been at fault. But you stopped him and asked for this encounter.
And I could think, okay, before the cameras was rolling, maybe Reacher did something bogus. But I don't believe that because he's with his young kids. I don't believe he would be out there trying to start stuff.
And the whole problem is the footage starts with him rolling up. It's nothing else before that. So he's rolling up. So it's assumed that this is the initial encounter. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But he didn't just...
The footage shows him rolling up.
Yeah, but you don't know what was said, if he rode around the block before that.
That's exactly what I said. I said the problem with the footage is what I said. I said is that, you don't have the whole footage. You only have this clip that we're seeing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, we're saying the same thing. We often do. You think I'm saying something different. I'm not.
Yeah.
Different angle with the same thing.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I'm saying I can't assume because he's with his kids. What I'm saying, normally I would assume more stuff happened before then. Maybe the Reacher was the bad guy. Maybe this guy's doing this for a legitimate reason. But people don't generally ride around with their children starting stuff like that.
Or returning to finish it.
Correct. On a motorcycle. Correct. Yeah, but all right. Julio, Cesar, Chavez, canceled, punished for sins of the children, and more. All right. We got another one we want to run here. Karen, big ups to Karen. Please like, share, subscribe, y'all. Like, share, subscribe. He started with Reacher. Stay Stu said, what up from San Diego? Wakil L said, yo to my brothers. Can't wait to see us together. And us. And then he did US capital. So
Yeah.
Big ups, Kill. Big ups, Stace, dude.
Clearly identify all the city references to labor leader Cesar Chavez. This is to take the focus off the man now accused of sexual abuse of minors as well as sexual assault.
Instead, they now hope to shine a light on the farm workers' rights movement. Today in the Bay's Chris Sanchez joins us from our newsroom this morning. This is going to be an ongoing process. There are so many things named after him.
You know, everywhere you look around the Bay Area, there are tributes to him. So this really is a reimagining of a whole legacy, and it's going to take time because Cesar Chavez's name and images are just so many places. At 2 o'clock today, a city committee
They all over L.A.
the public part of that process in the city of San Jose.
I done jumped
Some tributes to
timelines.
Cesar Chavez were changed within days of those allegations, like the plaza bearing his name downtown. Also, communities around the Bay Area have covered up or painted over murals, but there are streets and there are schools and other landmarks, even a ship bearing his name all around the Bay Area. And in San Jose, the formal process to change that begins. Today is the first step. It is the city's rules committee that is making an inventory of all city-owned tributes to Cesar Chavez and an inventory of all other tributes that are owned or managed by other agencies. The city also has to come up with the legalities of changing any names and come up with a standard procedure for going forward.
And the money
Also
for changing
part of the
the
discussion,
names.
and this is critical, is how to engage the community. The goal is to make sure the tributes honor the Latino and farm worker communities for their own work in the labor movement without causing trauma to survivors. Many also want to see Dolores Huerta honored. She co-founded the National Farm Workers Association, which then became the United Farm Workers Union we know today. In fact, the Si Se Puede battle cry, yes we can, was actually coined by her. So last week she revealed that she too was sexually assaulted twice by Cesar Chavez and bore 2 children by him in the early days of the movement in the 1960s.
Wouldn't doubt it.
In San Francisco, advocates also want to keep the focus on survivors and to shine a brighter light on domestic violence survivors and their children. Several nonprofits are inviting the public for a discussion and a kickoff of that campaign. It's from 6 to 8 tonight at Coleman Advocates in San Francisco. And next Tuesday is the state holiday that was initially intended to honor Chavez's birthday. It is now known in California as Farm Workers Day. Some celebrations are honoring the movement rather than the man, but others across the state were canceled outright. Laura?
Wow.
Yeah. Let's just. So, after ChatGPT tried to tell me there was no history of him doing anything, I had to put, he's being accused of sexual assaults, etc., listed. Because, I put through here, I was asking about to break it down. Information about a union leader with that exact name is not widely documented in reliable public services, and there isn't a well-established verifiable record of specific allegations. This is how it lies to you, tied to a prominent labor figure by that name. Because of that, a couple possibilities. The name may be confused with the boxer. I think this thing was on a different timeline too. It could be a local or regional union figure. And then I said, he's being accused of sexual assaults, etc., listed. And here's the money shot. Okay. Major sexual abuse allegations. Abuse of minors. He's accused of sexually abusing at least 2 girls over several years in the 70s. The alleged victims were around 12, 13 years old when abuse began. Children of people involved in the union. Grooming behavior starting when they were younger, around 8 or 9.
Of course.
Repeated sexual abuse over time. And sexual assault of Dolores Huerta.
I'm on a different timeline right now, but I'm enjoying it.
Huerta, co-founder of United Farm Workers, 2 separate sexual assaults, includes at least 1 R. One incident described as forced sex in a situation where she felt trapped. She's the one who wrote, "Yes, you can." So I wonder if she was, I bet she wasn't saying that. Psst, too soon? Hey, can I have sex with you? Yes, you can. Maybe he got confused. The encounters resulted in 2 pregnancies. Damn.
It was just weekend.
Oh.
Obama bid it, right?
Yeah. Yeah, Obama bid it.
I know she didn't say yes, we can. She said, "Motherfucker, you stop."
DNA evidence later confirmed Chavez's paternity of the children. Additional allegations from other women. At least a dozen women reported sexual harassment and inappropriate behavior over many years. He sounds like Donald Trump. A 19-year-old woman alleged Chavez
Machismo.
propositioned her for sex in exchange for career favors, fired her after she did. He abused his power, allegedly using authority in the union to pressure women into sex, creating situations where women felt unable to refuse, claims of coercion tied to career opportunities or movement status. Okay, so if you're having sex for career opportunities, you're a prostitute in my mind. I'm sorry.
I mean, yeah. I mean,
Now, if they're saying you got to do this to keep your job, you know what I mean, and you got to feed kids or something like that, I can understand how somebody may, you know what I mean, succumb to such authority. But
it's a thin line between all of that.
Ain't it? It
So,
sure is.
I can't say the one that's doing it to advance is not the one doing it to keep her job. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but if you're doing it, hey, if you sleep with me, I can give you that promotion. You're a prostitute.
Yes, and that's a thin line between you sleep with me and keep your job.
What's so thin about it? If they say
The person that's afflicting it upon them, how they want to exercise their control of the situation.
well, if they're not saying if you don't do it, I'm going to fire you, I don't see a thin line.
I mean,
Just if you want this promotion that you applied for, you know, have sex with me and I'll make you regional
and you
manager.
you said she did. They didn't. They fired him anyway, right? So it was all a lie anyway. So, but I still see a thin line. Well, because we don't know what was actually said.
It did say he fired the 19-year-old woman. I'm saying just in general, not necessarily just in this. I'm just saying in a snapshot.
In a snapshot, we don't know what is said.
Yeah, this is just my opinion. If you're a woman or a man,
I agree.
You're having sex for promotion, you're a prostitute.
I agree with that.
This is just my opinion.
No, I agree with that.
Yeah.
But what I was saying is we don't know what was said or done because people will say you need to do this to keep your job and still fire you anyway. So I mean,
yeah, correct. Claims of coercion tied to career opportunities or movement status, emotional and verbal abuse, emotional abuse and verbal degradation, public humiliation and insults within the organization. He was humiliating himself in meetings and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you made any slight mistake, he would leash out and let you have it.
Allegedly.
I know the type, and it's still allegedly because I don't even know who we're talking about, but I know the character of my spirit's telling me. So I don't know the individual, so it's all alleged. But
long-term pattern, reporting including a multi-year investigation.
Wow.
So this alleged misconduct went from the 60s through the 80s. The times were different. You can get away with more like this back then.
Miss Weinstein? Epstein? Weinstein, not Epstein. My bad.
So they allege they stayed silent for all this time for fear of harming the labor movement and Chavez's power and reputation.
Sounds plausible, really. People that follow people, I mean, they say the same thing about some of the so-called black leaders that was doing all kinds of BS. They didn't come out right away because they didn't want to mess with the movement. I mean, I could cite some examples.
So these allegations were publicly revealed in 2026. So what's this? The sweet spot? This is the sweet spot where you don't want to mess with the movement. You no longer care about the power of the labor movement. Is a sweet spot in 2026.
2026 is it elevated into the information age, and there's some things that has been done in the dark that nobody can prevent from being brought to the light.
Assuming any of this is true.
My opinion.
Assuming any of this is true.
Absolutely. Assuming that it's all true, actually.
Yeah, he died in 1993, so 23 years, and now it comes out. He has not responded to the accusations because he's dead. Some
He
supporters
can't.
have questions or urged caution due to lack of trial defense, and that's me. I'm not even a supporter. I'm urging caution because if I pass and 23 years later you're coming out with accusations to sully my name and I can't defend myself, I have a problem with this.
I feel you, but I know that you personally would have someone that would defend you. That if they're alive.
Right, because this is 23 years later.
Yeah, that's an assumption too.
So we could take all his stuff down, but we can't take down all the pink people who've been raping and sodomizing for years.
A lot of them are coming down, and most of them will come down. Um,
I don't like
my
accusing dead people of stuff.
I agree with you, 100%. I do, but this might sound bad, but I'm not really worried about them people.
No, I feel you.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying, that's for them to worry about and them to separate and figure out.
He fought against billionaires and big corporations, allegedly. Right? Allegedly.
Yeah. I mean,
He worked for the workers to get them a better situation.
the whole time, and that's been his whole legacy the whole time. And then 23 years after he's gone, now this is coming out.
And we all are just supposed to assume it's true and go forward with the cancellation. Damn his entire life, and damn we haven't heard about any of this his entire life.
And then especially because it's backed up based on a junior that's not his junior. It's a boxer junior that has allegedly done something, and now they're looking at him. Is this what we're talking about?
No, the boxer has nothing to do with this story. They just have the same name.
Right. Let me say, but why are they looking at this now? Did the boxer's got some problems now that punish for the sins of the children? I'm just trying to figure
Oh,
out.
I got you. No. It's just two separate.
Right. I know they're two separates, but is he been highlighted because of the boxer's shit that's going on in there? That's
I got what you're saying. But I would think that's possible if that was like actually his son. But since they have no relation, I don't think they're highlighting him because of the boxer. He's not related to the boxer, is what I'm saying.
I'm just saying the name recognition in the media is I'm in a new timeline, so I don't completely comprehend what's going on here.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get some clarity.
Yeah.
You clarified it.
Yeah, but I mean, if he's, that's all I'm saying. You know, they can. Where would it stop? You could just roll out there and say, the feds can find two females to say Malcolm X was doing.
They have.
They can say Malcolm X was doing all this to me. They could come out 25 years after Michael Jordan dies and
they
says,
have with Martin Luther King. They came out and said after he gone, all that he was a whore and he was messing with all these women, and they have all these tapes.
Right, but that's a moral proclivity. There's nothing criminal about any of that.
It was morality.
I got what you're saying, yeah, and everybody knows about. Everybody knows that they
dead.
But everybody knows about what they came out on him, the lies they came out, because none of that is correct. None of it was proven.
Dead. The same thing.
None of it was proven, and he wasn't canceled. Right. What I'm saying is they could come out and say Malcolm X was a child pervert, and what are we supposed to do? Just believe it?
No. It's like I don't believe anything that they put out decades after said occurrence. I don't.
I mean, I hear you on the Dr. King. Yeah, they do it. That's what I'm saying, man. Yeah, they do it.
I was agreeing with you 100% that they pulled some bullshit out the ass that they wipe their ass with and be like, look, it's shit on here. I'm like, damn, you wiped your ass with it, and then you shit it on it, and then you show us that it's shit. I see the shit because
Okay,
you planted it.
it was a multi-year investigation from the New York Times. That's where the allegations primarily come from. They interviewed 60 plus people, including insiders. Although there was a case where multiple women were found to lie. I forgot who it was about when they come out and say, "Oh, multiple women won't lie." No, that's been debunked. I gotta think of the name of that case. But interviewed 60 plus people, including insiders, relatives, and alleged victims.
If you pay multiple people to lie, then I mean, then
Correct. And they're gonna get money off a class action case. Correct. And if they're prostitutes, correct. Drug addicts, correct. But hundreds of pages of documents allegedly self, union records, emails, photos. So there must be some evidence.
there's smoke, there's fire.
Uh-huh. Union records, emails, and photos. So there must be some evidence that people were discussing this when he was alive. See, I'm looking at it like, man, I'm blindsided by this that it comes out 23 years later. But it must have just been something like you were saying earlier that, like in a church, they just bury it, like in the Catholic Church, bury it, pay people off, and just bury it.
Every church, they bury it and be like, they'll tell you that you wrong. Shit, I mean, the fucking Nation of Islam. I mean, according if what happened with Elijah Muhammad is true, if you know what I'm saying, like he
Yeah.
was still alive though.
And that's moral.
I will say that it's all moral. It's still moral. You're right. You're 100%.
Rape is not a moral issue in my. It's a moral issue, but it's criminal.
They
Did they accuse Elijah Muhammad of rape?
Not statutory. I thought
really?
some of them girls was young.
Underage?
Yeah, they were young. And I mean that. Well, I mean when not when Malcolm talked to him, they had children by him, and they were young when.
So he was grooming them.
No, he had children with them when they were young, but he had excommunicated them. They were kicked off, and then Malcolm went. According
young is one thing.
Hold on. I'm pardon me. I'm sorry. I am going by the so-called autobiography of Malcolm X, which he didn't write, and his family is disputed. So pardon me. I am searching from things that I'm not sure are actual factual.
Yeah, young is but we're just having a discussion. I appreciate that clarification. But young is one thing, underage is another.
When from my recollection, he was talking to some 18, 19-year-olds who had children. And
like correct. 18, 19. That's legal in Illinois, right?
17 is. But it depends how old the children are.
What do you mean? Oh, I got you. True. Got you. Seems like he'd have gone to jail. Seems like the government would have been looking to lock his black ass up.
Nobody would say that there was his children but them. And they weren't going to do that. They were still trying to get back in. If you remember. They were harshly excommunicated.
The women.
Mm-hmm. The women with the children. And they wanted to still be a part of it. They were, according to that book.
Right. The nation got them out of there in order to protect Elijah.
This mind fucking brainwash is a bitch, bro, because
it's
nation called an autobiography of Malcolm X, and it was not.
Yeah, I read the
shit.
book.
Yeah,
the nation was protecting the nation and Elijah Muhammad by excommunicating them.
Yes. Well,
they were feeling like
from what it was said, he excommunicated them, so the nation excommunicated them. That's the way it was presented in the book. Elijah Muhammad, after they got pregnant or whatever, made them. They had to go away. They was excommunicated. Nobody questioned any of his statements or commands, or for lack of a better
proclivities.
term. Yeah, for lack of a better term.
Okay. A major piece of evidence, a 1974 handwritten letter from one alleged victim, then age 13, describing abuse. Okay, so, and this was found in a university archive decades later. Okay, all right. So now I kind of see what some of the uproar is about.
Mm-hmm.
This matters because it's not a modern memory, it's a document from the time that it allegedly happened. At least two named women say they were abused as minors over the years. Additional women, a dozen more. Dolores Heritage. DNA confirmation. Chavez fathered children with her, but she wasn't a minor. So she's just trying to get a bag.
Maybe.
Okay. Emails over 10 years old discussing abuse allegations, but he was dead by then.
It just seems like I mean, there was some fire there or whatever, but it
Yeah,
just seems an easy target when there has been some fire. I mean, like
you're right.
motherfucker, like I mean, I'll just state something like when Michael Jackson, once motherfuckers came out the woodworks or whatever, and they all got proven wrong, motherfuckers was still coming out the woodworks.
Right. But then now you can't find anybody to say he was a child molester, whereas before
Because he
everybody
didn't.
was talking about him.
Because he didn't. It was because of the shit he was pulling while he was here.
A survivor, okay, posting
Hey,
a private
have
group.
we talked about this? Have you heard about something that he died in the 70s?
No.
Oh, okay. We got to go down that rabbit hole one day.
All right. A relative confronting Chavez as early as the 80s. So, all right, there's something. All right. There's something. All right. There's something there. And to your point, there's something there.
Smoke, there's some fire.
I mean, I I thought they were all just coming out all of a sudden with their
Right,
hands out looking for money.
right. When the main person that he, that held him up and did all that, he did her, according to her.
Correct. Correct. And made babies. So that's her children's father she's talking about.
Whew.
Yeah, it's tough life, ain't it? Tough life. All right. So to the alleged victims, yeah, we hear you. That's crazy. So what do? You take that. I guess you have to take that. Like, bro, I think there's a Julio Cesar Chavez road on the east side of LA in East LA.
I'm sure. You just gotta attribute it to the boxer, the Mexican boxer.
Oh, he's got a whole lot of issues. I pulled him up by accident because that's who they tried to send me first. Oh my God. He's got allegations too.
Oh,
SA, drugs. Yeah, yeah,
really?
yeah.
The greatest Mexican boxer ever,
Yeah.
who they stole the victory from Meldrick Taylor.
Mildred Taylor.
Do you remember that?
Sounds familiar.
Richard Steele stopped the fight in the last 10 seconds. Meldrick Taylor was up on every card. He was getting worked out, but he was not done.
Right. He was going to be the last.
It was the
10
last.
seconds.
Yes, it was 7-8 seconds left. Man. Richard.
Oh no sexual assault. He had drugs.
Yes.
Alcohol.
Yes.
Tax evasion.
Yes.
And domestic disputes and family conflicts. No essay.
Okay.
Yeah, still widely respected as one of the greatest boxers in history.
Yeah. But he lost that fight. They stole that one from Meldrick Taylor.
Yeah. And see what they said. Personal struggles rather than criminal accusations. Yes. That's what I distinguish between the two.
Yeah, I agree with you.
And that's what our kills were saying. Y'all locking me up because y'all don't like my lifestyle. And you got this actor, I can't think of his name. All he does is dates 18-year-olds.
18. Okay, yeah, we talking about kills, but this is 18. But they don't say shit about the superstars Elvis or Jerry Lee Lewis. They don't say shit about them.
Correct. You said
13-year-olds.
The New York Post won't his cousin when she was 13. First cousin?
Yes, Jerry Lee Lewis.
Elvis was with his cousin.
No, I thought it was
no, his cousin came out.
She's still alive. Damn. Well, maybe she ain't shit.
Yeah, Elvis' cousin came out and said, yeah, they were sleeping together.
Oh, somebody else. Not that he didn't marry her. Because he married an underage.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's his cousin, but he married an underage. Never mind. I can't think right now.
They said it's unverified gossip or tabloid stories. Misinterpretations of the fact that he was close with extended family members. This is a cover-up. So Elvis biographers don't treat this. I saw somebody talking about it. The actual lady on
that it happened to.
Right? Yes. Yeah.
But that ain't got shit to do with who he married. Who was underage.
No, who was underage. Correct. So if you marry somebody who's underage, then you know what I mean? Oh, what's that guy's name? The actor, though, the white dude. He's very famous. All he does is date 18-year-olds, bro. Nobody's talking about him.
No, or the ex-Patriots coach.
She ain't 18.
But shit, I mean, shit. Damn near as far as he's old, as his ass is old. Was she 20-something?
Leonardo DiCaprio. That's what I couldn't think of.
Oh
yeah.
No, he's tarnished. Never mind.
Yeah.
He's a ditty bitty.
Yeah. Yeah, Leonardo DiCaprio, bro. Yeah.
No, 18 is being very generous, being very nice. You're being very nice, bro.
I mean, I didn't hear any other stories about him having proclivities for anybody younger than that.
Okay, you're being very nice.
I mean, have you heard something? I haven't heard that.
Yeah. That's why he left town when Diddy got in trouble. He ain't in the country.
Oh,
not in the country, buddy.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
He might be back now that they didn't do
he's
shit
back.
with Diddy.
Yeah, he's back.
But yeah, he's a ditty bitty. He left right away. And the same day they raided Diddy's house,
he went to a country that don't extradite to the U.S.
Oh yeah, probably down there kicking it with Russell Simmons.
Yeah, he be going there and then they get pimped by the local government. It ain't all sweet.
It ain't nearly what they would pay for rent here, though.
Yeah, that's true. That's true, but they got their own set of gangsters and stuff.
Oh, yes.
Right.
Yeah.
You come over to their country running from a crime rich, somebody gonna have their hand out.
Yeah. It's still not gonna be as much as sitting in a 6x8 or whatever.
All right. Free Cesar Chavez. I mean, R.I.P. Julio Cesar Chavez.
Free Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. I don't care about that either. You can go back where you from. I'm sorry, man. I'm tired of all these people. If we gonna be honest,
yeah,
I'm tired of all these people that's here, that's not from here. And they got some whole other place that they from.
Yeah.
Go the fuck back there.
All right. We got one more and then we're going to jump to it. Florida cat miraculously returns.
If Disney ever makes another sequel to Homeward Bound, we've got a nominee for the role of Sassy the cat. George lives with a family in Lakeland, and after a recent trip to the vet for a little surgery, he decided to check himself out of the animal hospital early. As Fox 13's Evan Moon tells us, George was homeward bound even...
George pulled a Tupac.
though home was 3 miles away.
Where's George?
This courageous cat has a tale to tell.
He was able to pop that cage open, and he sprung out of there, and he was gone in seconds.
George the cat went to
So the vet's lying about him being able to pop that cage open on his own. The vet was covering their liability, in my opinion. All right?
I feel you, but I've seen some animals.
Yeah. You do have smart animals out here, but the vet needs a new cage then.
SPCA Florida to get
It's a
neutered.
very specific animal. It's not, it might be reincarnation or something of that sort where, I don't know what's going on, but they know how to do some shit that they should not know how to do. And they sit there and watch you do it, and they fucking do it.
Yeah, there was another video of an animal, a cat. I don't know if we're going to show it probably next week. But it came back and rang the ring camera video, Self. Came back, was missing a long time, made his way home, jumped up and rang the doorbell.
Yeah.
Jumped up and rang the freaking doorbell. It was all on the camera.
Yeah.
Like you said, they'd be watching.
Out of there, and he was gone in seconds.
George the cat went to SPCA Florida to get neutered, but turned into a
Cut his balls off.
feline fugitive on an impossible mission.
Did he leave before
Escaping
they
from
cut
staff
him
and into the record books
I don't
of
know.
backyard legends.
George was able to bust out of the trap.
Let me look at this trap he busted out of. Some bitch didn't close it.
I don't know, man. I mean, shit. Carla's the dog she had before. Motherfucking opened the door. I mean, it was the wrong kind of handle. You shouldn't have that type of handle, but the dog knew how to open the door. He'd be like,
So you've been okay with it. You dropped your cat off to get his balls cut off, and then you come back.
hell
and
no. I'm talking about it. I'm talking about at the house. I'm not talking about at no goddamn. I'm not talking about nowhere. If I take
But
my
every
animal,
time
hold
I
on,
bring this
hold
up,
on, hold on. If I take my, I'm just saying that animals have the proclivity.
We
to
all
make it.
understand that. and you've
I'm
said it
talking about at
multiple times.
home. I'm talking about at
Okay.
home. And at home,
if-
it's not okay. And I just want this for the record because you said that I'm okay with. I'm not okay at the home when the motherfucker do it. I'm not okay at the, especially if I'm paying somebody to take care
Well,
of my
this is
animal.
what I meant, because we're talking about the vet, and every time I bring this up, you start talking about cats and dogs at home.
Yeah.
And cats that you've seen in your personal life and animals you've seen in your personal life. What I'm saying is, if I took my cat to a fucking vet to get neutered, and I pulled up to get it, and they said, well, he opened the cage on his own, and he ran out of here, they're going to have a problem with me. Because the cat is in my custody. And me personally, I've seen a lot of miraculous stuff by animals. I wouldn't buy it. I'm more likely to believe that a human dropped the ball, right? And they don't want to admit to it. Unless I see it on camera.
I hear you. But I know my animals, so.
I hear you.
Right.
I mean,
that's
cats.
all.
Thousands of cats are probably in these cages a month at this vet. You know what I mean? But wait till you hear what happens. So this could be one of those super cats. I mean, wait till you see what he did.
And he literally scaled some dog fencing and went into the woods. And our staff were literally hoisting each other up over the fences to try to chase George to capture him.
The SPCA employees ran off into the woods to find him, and they're not going to chase down a cat. That's not going to happen.
And George.
Now the cat climbing the gate is no big deal
at all. But I mean, I'm just saying that, yeah, animals are, you never mind. Preach to the choir, but you want to be the opposite side right now. So I'll just sit back and watch.
Not opposite. I'm just saying it's more likely that these white people are lying to protect their liability, telling me that the cat opened the cage on his own. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying, that's all I'm saying. And I'm calling my lawyer.
I feel you. And they going really extensive being on the news and all doing this.
Yeah. Yeah. Because they had a happy-go-lucky cat.
Even for a cat, wasn't thinking clearly.
On a cat, that's not going to happen.
And George, even for a cat, wasn't thinking clearly.
So he still had silly drugs in his system.
But miraculously, days later, George made it miles back home to his parents. His owner describes his journey.
If I had got stuck at the SPCA, I would have called an Uber. All right, but George didn't have that option. But coming back from there, he has to go through 2 or 3 subdivisions. He has to go around the lake, another lake that's between us and the SPCA, and probably 5 or 6 roads.
A cat behavioralist explained their incredible internal navigation.
So evolutionarily, they've evolved to be able to naturally find that way back. And we think that it's due to a combination of scent or visual mark.
How did you evolve? You're not old enough to know any of that. So, because that guy, he looks like he about 15. I'm being facetious, of course, but.
And if this was an outdoor cat, who knows how far they go every day. But if he was an indoor cat and all he does is take car rides, the whole scent thing, but we don't know. He could be smelling the scents as he's in the car. You know what I mean? Like
It's definitely not a scent.
There's a honing device?
No, it's a frequency. Not a homing device. Cats are highly evolved beings that hypnotize other beings. Not necessarily persons or whatever, but if you're involved with their feces, you can be totally mind controlled by
and possibly geomagnetism.
And the truth is, they love their humans.
Contrary to popular belief, cats are very attached to us, so they will want to find their way back home eventually.
And it's certain George's human loves him too.
So I was distraught. I mean, and heartbroken. He needed a human touch, and that's what he got.
Evan Moon, Fox 13 News.
Wow. Yeah. Now, there's a great backstory here, too. Evan and her photographer, Kevin, when they went to
Evan and Kevin.
George's home or on their way there, the owner called and said, sorry, he's gone again. He had left. A lawnmower scared him off, and so he ran off again. But he made his way back, and then as you saw there.
So he's apparently an outdoor cat, and he knows his way around that city.
Period. He gets to go in and out all the time.
He probably knew exactly where he was when he jumped over that fence. Like, all I gotta do is go down here, and I don't know, but like you said,
even then when he got out of the cage or whatever, he might not have until he got outside the facility and was like walking around, because it took a few days. So it ain't gonna take no cat no few days to get a couple miles. So
true,
he was figuring out where the fuck he was at.
True, which means we don't know enough about. To your point, how smart these animals are.
Well, I'll say this. They're closer to their nature than we are. So that means they're more advanced. People like to think they don't think or have a soul. You were one of the first people to communicate to me that they had souls.
Yeah. Consciousness. Yeah. They're and they stay in the moment.
I mean, and even though I knew it intrinsically, I didn't feel it because I had, dogs and animals my whole life, and I knew it. So,
they stay in the moment too, Self. You know what I mean? They're not thinking about the future or the past too much,
bro. When you're on your way home, they go to the door.
Mm-hmm.
Not when you get home.
Mm-hmm.
When you're on your way home.
Tell you how close I was just telling wifey how they pay attention. If I go to work, I got a routine, right? They know my routine. I'll have a conversation with them, tell them about how long I'm going to be gone. But Self, if I just pop out and go to the corner store, they waiting in the window for me to come back. Do you know what I'm saying? But if I leave and I'm going on a 10-hour shift, they just stay laying in the bed.
Yeah, even when you pop out. When you're on your way back, that's when they in the window.
Yeah. All right. Julio, Cesar, Chavez canceled, punished for sins of the children and more. All right, we got today's dome teaser, y'all. Karen's gonna drop it into the thing. That way we can get on topic. Oh, almost dropped the answer in there. Okay, here's today's riddle, y'all. Born from my hands, judged by their steps. What am I? Born from my hands, judged by their steps. What am I? Karen just pinned that. And we got some chatter in here. A said Priscilla Presley was underage when she married Elvis on May 1st, 1967, when she was 14 and Elvis was 24.
Exactly. That's what I kept saying. I couldn't think of her name though. Thank you, Ace. Cause shit, my brain is. I'm in a different timeline, so I don't know what's going on.
14.
All right. Oh,
14. And we haven't taken down any of his right? None of his stuff hasn't been taken down.
they ain't never taking it down. He's the greatest thief ever.
He's the king. He created rock and roll.
No, he plagiarized everything. And he's the greatest plagiarizer ever.
And Wakil said that's no accountability. You damn right, Wakil. Hey man, my cat's in y'all custody. I don't want to hear this magic cat shit.
None
you
of
know
it.
what I'm saying? I don't want to hear it. You know what I'm saying?
Bring my cat home.
You telling me this damn cat opened the gate, all right, and then ran out, which I had the front door wide open, the windows are open, like you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man.
Yeah, what was the goddamn
your camera ain't on.
Yeah, my bad. What was the
riddle?
Riddle, yes.
Born from my hands, judged by their steps. What am I?
Born from my hands.
Wakil made a guess and he said father. Close, Wakil, close. Very close. Not necessarily wrong, I would say. You're close. You wouldn't get full credit at the William H. Ray School, but they would not slide you down there with the asbestos and the lead paint and the slow classes with the slow kids with the big hearing aids. They would not have done that to you based upon that answer because you're matriculating. All right. Close, Wakil. Wakil, he's quite the Riddler too. He gets him. He's one of the guys who gets him. Ace gets him too. They all get him when they're focused.
They do a lot.
All right. Enough of the appetizers out there. Let's see here. Look like Brother Wordsmith took a step. Brother Wordsmith has the exact answer. They might even had Lab School come talk to Brother Wordsmith. Hey, look, you're at the William H. Ray. Yeah, yellow. Your parents are educators.
My father went through lab, grammar school, and high school, and University of Chicago.
So you had lab legacy.
And didn't go.
Yeah.
Ain't that interesting?
Yeah. Yeah, they'd have been right there. And you'd have had the athleticism, have been the only lab kid who could play sports on the hallowed grounds of the William H. Ray School, because everybody in Hyde Park used to play up at Ray back in the day before the white people, the Karens, because too many colors was out there and they wasn't from the neighborhood, ruined it by having them take down those rims, bro. Ruined it. Karens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go up there and dunk.
Yeah, they had the low rims. Yeah.
I remember.
Had the low rims, and then they had the two courts. Yeah. One court was like the main court for the high schoolers and older, and the other ones, and they used to call me over there sometimes, Self, and they needed a body. That's how you learned your game. They taught you the game.
Yeah, my brother was amazing, so I learned.
Jazz used to be up there balling.
Well, I don't know much in Hyde Park. By that time, he was, he's 8 years older than me, so he was in college. By the time I was Yeah, out there.
Gotta ask Jazzy if he ever went up to Ray and hoop. I know there used to be some big name ballers that popped up there, bro.
I know, shit. I was there.
Yeah. It's good basketball. That's where Roundtime, boy. Roundtime made his name in there, boy. He started dunking his shit. Got the growth spurt I never got. Big ups for Roundtime. All right, we're gonna move on. Karen's got hold on. She's got a video, and then we're on topic though. This is related to the topic, y'all. So like, share, subscribe. Brother Wordsmith has solved it. I'd say your answer, to give you a hint, Wakil, is a bit incomplete. Huh? It's incomplete. Figure it out.
Well, the city of Chicago is ready this time when teens pack the loop again. Saquon is downtown to tell us what happened. Say.
Taryn, some big developments here at noon. We have now learned 8 total teenagers have now been arrested in connection to that large gathering here in the Loop last night.
What color are these teenagers going to be, Brother Wordsmith, before I even...
Well, I mean, they're going to probably be copper colored because of the downtone and negative connotation from the speech and how she's talking about the whole situation. And she's in the middle, not quite there. She's not copper. She's more got a yellowish. So she's in the middle, and they put her in place to talk down on the brown, the darker brown.
And this is Fox.
Well, that all makes sense.
7 of those teenagers between the ages of 13 and 16 were each charged with 1 misdemeanor count of...
Okay, misdemeanor charge of reckless conduct, warrant out for 1 teen.
13, 17s. Okay, I thought it was 13 teens, but it's between the age of 13.
Charge of felony ag assault of peace officer.
They're locking them in, messing their lives up for the rest of if this all sticks and follows them. It's going to be
reckless
very
conduct.
hard.
And one of them had a warrant out for his arrest. We've learned the 8th teenager who was arrested, a 16-year-old.
I agree. It'd be hard for him to definitely get into colleges, maybe, but
boy was
it's a
charged
juvie record. Shouldn't really follow
with 3 felony counts of aggravated assault of peace officers, 1 misdemeanor count of reckless conduct, and 1 citation for riding a bike on a sidewalk. Take a look at this video, though.
Riding a bike on a sidewalk. They gave somebody a citation for that.
It was shared on the Citizen app. It was at around 9:30 last night when this large group of teenagers were seen gathered here in the Loop. Video also shows Chicago police officers on scene. Many.
I tell you what, though, you better be happy they doing something about this, because this shit is out of hand in L.A.
Of them on bikes, and we also saw several emergency vehicles.
Shit, out of hand in L.A. It's out of hand here. People have been killed at these events, takeovers, by police and by people out there. This shit is stupid. You know,
in the area as well. This is another video we've obtained through the Citizen app. As you can see here,
your ship got beat down by a pack of hyenas.
And that was he didn't get quite beat down. I think he might have learned a lesson if he did. He got away from him. But yeah, that was self-inflicted.
He pulled a can. He was actually trying to help.
He was, but he doesn't know or understand how to talk to people.
And timing. They pre-gamed up. They fucked up stuff. Imagine the Leo guys after getting fucked up and then headed to a game. You got somebody trying to talk to you. You know what I mean? And you're like, man, we don't want to hear this shit right now. And then they keep going.
Oh. Separate note. We need to talk about something he talked about. Getting off this platform and having our own platform, and the theorem that we have being the storage platform for the show.
You said we got to talk about getting on another platform and what else?
Our own platform using Ethereum that we bought as a collective as to be able to store the shows, the information, the
Right,
data.
the data.
Yeah.
Teenagers being handcuffed and taken away by police. Justin Peters, the founder of Chi-Town Crime Chaser, says he was in the thick of the chaos trying to help break up the crowd. Listen.
Well, we got about 200-300 kids just running back and forth, jumping on cars.
I didn't see 200-300 kids.
How old is this gentleman? I'm sorry, he looks like a kid.
Yeah, he's probably pushing 30.
Okay.
Chi-Town Crime Chasers.
All right. I'm having a hard time recognizing ages at this time.
Just fighting, taunting the police. And it got pretty bad to the point me and my team actually witnessed the little boy actually getting stumped out unconscious, and I had to render aid to him. We had to call an ambulance for this boy. It's frustrating. This is something, an occurrence that's been happening quite a lot for lately. We done had, this is the third month of the year, and we done had several teen takeovers, especially in the downtown area, where the same events is happening. More shootings, kids getting shot.
Yeah, is it? For there to be a change, there's going to be a lot of shit that we don't completely agree with, because we can't go with the regime that's happening now, because they don't do shit for these people. I've felt like there's got to be a takeover, and it's not going to be legally done. Because the people
they're stomping out another
No. Of course, I don't agree with that. Of course, I don't agree with that, and of course, I wasn't there, but radical shit has to happen for change to occur. Because
nobody's gonna argue that, but not that type of radical shit. That's just shit.
Yeah, I don't disagree with the children doing shit that don't go along with what we think.
There was a pink lady that walked right past.
But not
yeah,
stumping out a child that's there to engage with them. That doesn't make any sense.
Correct.
I actually had one of the boys that I mentor get shot at the last teen takeover, and so it's devastating.
He risked his life going over there breaking up the fight when dude was getting stumped out, because they don't be liking that.
They risked their life. Remember, our guy John Jacobs got shot as a
community activist.
Yeah, that breaks that shit up.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
This comes as the city council is still working to pass a revised curfew ordinance aimed at preventing
Didn't we
teen
already
takeovers.
have curfew laws
The new
in
ordinance would
Chicago?
allow Chicago police to give a 30-minute
They had them
warning
when
to
we were
disperse.
fucking.
Correct. Correct.
That's for goddamn sure.
Yeah, I've been chased multiple times by them.
But they didn't mess with your parents too much. They brought you home.
Yeah.
The crowd instead of the previously proposed 12 hours. And before issuing any citations, officers would be required to ask the person's age and why they are out. Several city leaders, including Second Ward Alderman Brian Hopkins, have been pushing for this, especially after several teen gatherings have turned violent and deadly in the past. Alderman Hopkins.
State and Lake, you right there by the Chicago Theater, and you're going to do a teen takeover?
Bro, it's some paid instigators in the violence in that shit, bro.
Agreed.
posting this on X last night saying, quote, I'm at Staten Lake, crowd partially dispersed by 10:40 p.m. The situation was out of control about an hour ago, but then at 10 p.m. an order was issued for curfew enforcement. It had an immediate impact on this violent teen trend. Curfew enforcement is effective. Right now, the current citywide curfew for minors is 10 p.m. every night. That does get a little bit more strict in areas like Millennium Park with the 6 p.m. curfew. Terrence, Chicago police telling us in just the last couple of hours as well, they have issued a total of 24 curfew violations, which can come with a $500 fine, community service, or an even bigger fine, depending on the person.
You can't have it at Millennium Park. I hear you. If it can happen on the south side, it should happen anywhere. I get that part of it. I'm just saying the city is saying,
it's not going down there. Period.
Right.
Some shit happened down there. Somebody got shot.
And it's a shame because out of 200 kids, only 10 of them was fighting.
If that.
Correct.
And I'm sorry, but it's shameful to call what happened a fight. Some people got attacked.
Correct.
It was not a fight. There was
could have been a robbery.
It was no back and forth. It was one way. So it was not a fight. It was an attack.
Yeah, you think that was gang related? It's hard to say.
No.
Why do you think they were stumping dude out like that?
Opportunity. He said something, or somebody said,
"Hey, get out of the way! You're taking over the whole sidewalk."
Somebody said something about him. It can be as simple as that. But I don't know, of course.
Yeah.
But as an empath, my feeling is what it is.
Yeah. Let's see here. Wakil said ancestors. He said the Most High. He said, not for me. My first arrest was because of curfew. My pops was late picking us up. He got there to see us walk up on the paddy wagon. He had to go to 83rd and Green. I was going to comment on that, but I didn't want to get into a back and forth with Brother Wordsmith about it. When they used to catch us, they used to take us to the station. And if they did take you home, the whole point was to talk to your parents. But they used to take us to the station, write it up, and your parents had to come in there and get you, and then they beat your ass on the way home.
Like, with me,
you high yellow.
Well, not only that, by the time I was 12, 13, I had a beard. Curfew was probably never really a factor for me.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah, they used to round us up. Wakil, you sure right. Wound us up and put us in a paddy wagon, which has been made illegal now. The whole term paddy wagon is racist.
What's the racist to? Who? Which race?
The Irish.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Paddy.
Yeah.
Slave should be racist to the Slavs. I mean, I don't know why we,
some of them have Slav in their names, in their surnames.
Absorb those terms.
Yeah. Slavoline, Slava.
Those ish people, man, the people in Israel, all the people is from Europe. They're Slavs, they're Polish, they're fucking what's that place right over there where they fighting the fucking Russians right now?
Ukraine.
Yes, that's really where they're from.
And a lot of them don't be washing their ass the same. You don't want to talk about that.
No. Hold on.
Swarthy.
No, they're not swarthy. Those people are not swarthy. Those people are pink.
Oh man, I'll be like,
and we know the pink stink. We know those pink stink.
Pink stink. When I was using pink stink,
what they smell like?
Using it like that. Oh,
what they smell like?
I can't. Ooh, it smell like you ain't had washed your ass in over a week. You've been out there running and jogging.
There's something very specific that they smell. When you don't wash your dog,
yes.
Man,
and then some colored people have bad breath, but their bad breath smells like a cadaver, right? Is inside their body, and the cadaver is talking.
Well, you don't. Oh, I'm sorry.
What?
Well, they're the acid in their stomachs can
they got a different biome, is what you're saying?
completely.
Yeah.
A subspecies. They say that we're the subspecies.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not sure about that.
And I'd be like, man, and then I'd be like, your girl don't tell you you stink.
No, because she stinks too.
Job there, gorgeous. All right. Why does society instinctively look to parents when a child does something wrong?
You
Brother
didn't
Word
pay on my face. You said drop dead gorgeous.
Why does society instinctively look to parents when a child does something wrong there, fella?
Because it's easy. It's a simple thing to do. And all the way up when they're in theta and all that, and they doing some, yeah, you, man. Yeah, they're going to look at you. They should. They should. But there's a point in time. And it's really right after theta when that being becomes an individual. You can influence them, but you may not influence them. There's some beings that come here and they wade through theta. And
yes.
When they say get out of theta, they already got their shit in
their
order.
agenda. Yeah.
Yes. Ain't shit you can really do about that.
I agree. So you say it's for
one of those.
You say it's just simple-minded.
That's one of the things that it's the simplest way. It's the simplest look. You can say, oh, you had control of them and they doing this. So it's on you.
Yeah.
But,
yeah.
You know.
Give my homeboy his change. I don't want any trouble. Just get out. I can't stand y'all.
I feel sorry for your mother.
I feel sorry for your mother. What you say about my mama? You feel sorry for who? I don't want any trouble. Just get out. What the fuck you say about my mama? I don't want any trouble. Just get out. You talking shit. Every time I come in this motherfucker, you got give my homeboy his change.
He knew his homeboy was about to snap. He's just sitting there drinking his beer. He wasn't trying to calm him down or nothing. And then he acted surprised when old dog shot him up.
Well, he couldn't calm him down. You know.
Yeah, but he could have grabbed him. If he'd have grabbed him right in the beginning, man, old dog, they probably could have walked that off.
He was younger than him.
Correct.
He was. They was right about the same age, and
correct.
He was not. You know,
Kane was a gangster too, right? Right.
Kane, he wasn't old dog, but he wasn't no punk.
Correct. That's what I'm saying. You could grab
he
your
wasn't
homie.
thinking about none of that shit. That motherfucker was drinking that beer.
There's been many times I grabbed the guys and be like, "Come on, man! Like, let's get out." Like,
hey,
walk
bro,
this
I
shit
done
off.
told you ever since the day I met you that you give everybody credit that they don't deserve, man. Because there's not many people like us on the planet, bro, and you think that everybody is. And it's a whole lot of fucking bots. It's a whole lot of bots, bro. These motherfuckers are bots. That's
what he was doing.
They're just a filler. They don't even exist when we ain't around. Do you understand? I mean, from my simulation point of view.
I've been saying that my whole life. I think everybody's a pigment of my imagination.
Yeah, and then it can't be base reality. So you agree with me. That's what I'm saying. This shit. Some of these motherfuckers that we see a lot, they appear when we get there.
Like K Boom.
No, K Boom is a real thing.
Okay. All right. Because parents are seen as the first line of influence, the architects of your early values out there, your discipline and your boundaries. When a child misbehaves, people often assume it reflects a failure in that foundation, even when the reality is more complex. So, you got certain things instilled in you as a parent. Think about yourself growing up. And, certain things that I did was not indicative of how I was raised.
Facts.
Do you know what I mean? So somebody could be like, oh, they could be like, oh, man, I feel sorry for your mama. You know what I mean? Yeah. And you can be like, what? You know what I'm saying? Like, old dog his mom probably tried. She was probably working all night. You know what I'm saying? Coming home, her feet was tired. I mean, I'm saying you don't know.
You don't. But one thing I do know about our culture and what's perceived about it is, if you talk about our mama, and then you fucked up.
Correct.
So it almost didn't matter what he said.
Yeah, I mean, he was giving empathy. I feel sorry for your mama.
Yeah, my mama. What you say about my mama?
He didn't even understand the word.
You don't talk about my mama.
Right.
Ever.
Well, certain people are just looking for a reason. First off, let's get that out. Cats like old dog, they looking for a reason to shoot you up, beat you down, and take your chain and take your money.
I don't even think so in that situation. I think he got triggered by some bullshit.
Yeah.
And it was bullshit. It should not have triggered him.
Yeah. Yeah, some people are looking for reasons. I've met those guys in the hood.
They are. I agree. I didn't think he was, though.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's old dog, for God's sakes.
The character.
That's what I'm saying. The character was a live wire.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It really was, because the person that played him is not that.
You know, Pac,
great actor.
Damn, they got that role. But I like who did it. He killed it. He from Shy. Lorenz Tate killed it.
He did a great job.
I think Pac would have overdone it.
Rest
his soul.
Not sure. The director's in control of that more than
yeah, Pac was stumping the directors. All right.
And that's why he wasn't in it, because he was, yeah.
Control my ass.
It was a criminal act. This person had absolutely no qualifications and no credentials to administer anything.
Calm that down. During acting, I know some shit outside of real life, but he was a trained actor. He I don't know. Maybe I'm confused.
Yeah, some actors do. Some don't. That's why Quentin Tarantino works with certain people and don't work with others. Depends on the actor. Depends on, some actors want to do their own thing.
It was a criminal act. This person had absolutely no qualifications and no credentials to administer anything to anybody.
Outraged parents.
So there's a history of tug of wars between actors and directors about what's going on the scenes and the set. Should be the director having the ultimate power, but it doesn't always work out like that.
For sure, but I'm just my recollection of Tupac, and I don't remember him having the celebrity to do that in film. But I'm on the wrong timeline, so
are speaking
I
out
gotta
tonight
keep
after what they are
remembering
calling
that
a
this whole
dangerous
conversation
situation at an epilepsy camp.
They say teenagers were in charge and screwed up doses of medications, and they ran out of food. Elizabeth Matthews has the story.
Some of these parents are so upset about
What
what
the fuck
happened
is
this
this,
week that they're
Karen?
now thinking about filing criminal charges.
What they did was wrong. And
what the fuck is wrong with you, Karen?
Hey, bro, that's happened several times during our broadcast. Like, I'd be, we're on the timeline. It's right.
Yeah.
The whole thing is right there. And for some reason, after one of these videos, it decides, oh, we're going to put this video.
Yeah. I'm like, epilepsy? Like, what the fuck is she talking about?
Hey, bro, you've looked at me completely crazy on a number of occasions. And I'm like, shit. Karen?
Yeah, like, what the fuck
is going on? Can we go back to the playlist?
Outrage after a video started to go viral on social media that shows a Chicago woman and her children attacked by a group of students.
WGN's Angelica Sanchez is live outside Orville Bright School in the South Deering neighborhood, where parents and community members.
Different. Same one.
Okay.
From the past, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are demanding accountability. Angelica, what are they telling you?
Good evening. Some tense moments today as a large group of people came out here today to show the family attacked in the video their support. Some are calling for the children involved in this attack to be expelled from school. Others want to see the parents held accountable.
They were literally waiting the way we walk home just to jump all of us.
Cell phone video shows 33-year-old Krishanda Hatter attacked by multiple children Monday afternoon in the South Deering neighborhood. WGN is not showing the full video as it is far too graphic, but here's what we will show you. You can see Hatter and her children walking when a group of elementary students followed and yelled at them. Next, you see the kids crowd around them. That's when two of them started to throw punches. Hatter was eventually thrown to the ground.
And they dragged me in the grass and pulled my little baby hair. No justice, no peace!
Dozens of people outraged by the video came out to show Hatter their support and to also demand justice. Hatter accuses Chicago Public Schools of ignoring a pattern of bullying by the students involved. She was escorted inside for a meeting with school leaders. Chicago police closed down multiple streets.
The video is horrible. The video is disgusting.
Hatter looks high.
And the video is a symptom of something that's been going on for a long time.
State Senator Willie Preston says he was part of the meeting. While he did not speak on the details, he says the family attacked is traumatized.
I mean, the school, come on, man. There's no protection for a parent and a student. From students?
We have
that's what I was gonna say, man. Hold on, let's go back.
When a group of elementary students followed the video as it is in neighborhood. Monday afternoon in the South Deering.
The whole news story would have been totally different. Grown man knocks out five little motherfuckers trying to jump on him and his son.
Cell phone
three.
What, they would arrest would have ran after they saw it?
Yeah. Actually,
video
two.
shows 33-year-old Krishanda Hatter attacked by multiple children.
One. Yeah, after they saw the one shake and lay there, and the look on my face like, oh my God, I think I killed this little bastard.
Monday afternoon in the South Deering neighborhood. WGN is not showing the full video as it is far too graphic. But
she
here's
was
what we
high.
will show
They
you.
knew she was a tweaker. Not saying she deserved it.
You can see Hatter and her children walking when a group of elementary students followed and yelled at them.
Look at these little kids on herself.
Bro, they ain't that little. I saw it's like,
look at this girl right here.
7th and 8th graders and a bunch of them. And
next you see the kids crowd around them.
Like you said,
that's when
probably high, and, you know. I mean,
two of them started to throw punches.
I'm talking about the same thing you was just talking about. Protection from school kids.
Yeah,
eventually thrown.
I agree, but like you said,
there's a big one.
Also,
the big one over there on the left.
Yeah.
He's big.
Also, you got you've on some fucking opioids or whatever. I mean,
okay, so it's opposite of what you just said a minute ago. So, all right, then the school should protect them. Then
the school is supposed to protect them. Period.
The school should be protecting the parents on their way to school, walking their kids.
The parents and their children leaving the property. There should be security on the property against outside forces and inside forces.
I don't think they were on school grounds. Let's go.
Yeah, they got to be.
Seeing some tense moments today as a large group showed their support to be expelled from school. Others.
They were literally waiting the way we walk home.
They were waiting the way we walk home. This doesn't suggest to me that they were at the school. Nope.
Just to jump all of us.
Cell phone video shows 33-year-old Krishanda.
There's no school around there.
Don't look like, well, not right there.
The Hatter attacked by multiple children Monday afternoon in the South Deering neighborhood. WGN is not showing the full video as it is far too graphic. But here's what we will show you. You can see Hatter and her children walking when a
group would have knocked a couple of them motherfuckers out.
Group of elementary students followed and yelled at them. Next, you see the kids crowd around them. That's when two of them started.
Taser used to fight though back in high school.
I mean, the more I see this video, the more
the mom's job is to protect the kids.
The more I think this is bullshit.
All right, but that being said, there's no. Like in what am I looking for? In nature, there's nothing more ferocious than a mom protecting her kids. And what she's doing ain't that.
To throw punches.
Crack and heroin eliminated a lot of that. So
opioids, all that. Yeah. Lean.
But
it was eventually
you know what eliminated more than that? Media. The media has eliminated more than
anything that ever has happened. They put some whole bullshit up and present it as real.
Mm-hmm.
And it
thrown to the ground.
Fact.
And they dragged me in the grass and pulled my little baby hair.
Look at this little
The
kid.
grass and
Look at the one in the yellow self going in for the stump.
And they dragged
They learn quick. Look at the one in the yellow. She down. And he's like, I'm about to go kick this motherfucker.
in the grass.
You see him? He's about to.
And pulled my little baby hair. No justice!
No peace.
Dozens of people outraged by the video.
No justice, no peace. Is that applicable here? I'm asking you. You're in the city. I'm not.
I'm just going to say that I don't even think this is from the same event. They edit this in. It's not even about the same thing.
Came out to show Hatter their support and to also
No
demand justice.
no
Hatter
peace.
accuses Chicago Public Schools of ignoring a pattern of bullying by the students involved. She was escorted inside for a meeting with school leaders. Chicago police closed down multiple streets.
The video is horrible.
The
video
police
is
closed down
disgusting.
multiple streets for that. Come on, man. This, I mean, you know, I'm a.
Well, you got Mayor
gotta
Dick
go to bed.
Johnson. What's his name? Mayor BJ.
Yeah, they dickheads. Yeah.
So-
I gotta take a leak. I'll be back.
And the video is a symptom of something that's been going on for a long time.
State Senator Willie Preston says he was part of the meeting. While he did not speak on the details, he says the family attacked.
Let me see if there's some hubbub out there. What do you guys think in the chat? We don't have nothing.
Is traumatized.
We have written every anti-bullying policy in the book. We've legislated that. If it's not working, then we need to do something stronger.
There's a need for support in our city, and that's what we'll continue to do. And again, that's why you saw such a large presence here today.
Several city leaders also took part in the meeting. 10th Ward Alderman Peter Chico says CPS is conducting an investigation.
I think generally folks want to see accountability for people's actions, and that's what came out of the discussions over the past several hours.
In response, Chicago Public Schools says, in part, we are horrified by the attack on this family, and we are working collaboratively with city departments and agencies to provide support to the victims of the attack. CPS is coordinating closely with the mayor's office, CPD, CHA, and other city departments to provide additional support to the family.
The parents don't take accountability for nothing their kids do.
Oh, shit. You don't take accountability for that those ropes you put in your fucking hair. Take accountability for that.
If my kids was out here being messy, I'm gonna come out here and I'm gonna let it be known. I'm gonna shut it down.
I doubt it.
Now, CPS also says that students are expected to follow a code of conduct and that the attack happened off of school property. Chicago police saying that Area 2 detectives are also involved in investigating this incident. They said that there will be a police presence throughout the remainder of the week. On X, Mayor Brandon Johnson says, in part, I'm grateful for the community residents who have rallied to support the family, and I am calling for calm as we conduct a full investigation and ensure there is accountability for the attackers and healing for the victims.
Yeah, I know one of the aunties of one of the girls said she's a great student. You know, I mean, we just don't know what happened. But this is the reason I ran that video is because this is the type of stuff that leads to accountability, to call for parents being held accountable. You know, if a parent is looking at that video and they see their child there and they don't do anything about it, or at least don't come forward and say, hey, look, well, this is the nature of what was going on. And what you guys saw was the result. It wasn't the cause. You saw the effect. If they don't come out or say, hey, my child's been disciplined, you won't see this child again out in public until 2028 outside of school, there could be an issue. There could be an issue. So the reason we're attacking this, Wildebeest, one of the noobs, he's been a staunch subscriber of let's punish the parents for everything, and so he sent me a video which we'll run a little bit later of more of this, and this is what I told y'all. I'm like, no, me and Brother Wordsmith way ahead of that curve. You didn't tell us anything about this was coming on. You know, we said it was a KKK type of tactic to get more of us locked up. We merely disagreed with you per se, but you didn't tell us about it.
Yeah, I mean, that brother is my sans, but quite a few years older than us, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Four-ish, 4 or 5.
Yeah, 4 or 5. Yeah, he's like Jazzy's age.
Yeah, so well, Jazzy is a little bit older than that. He's 8 years older. But still, you know, I love my sans, but intelligent. Wait a minute. Okay, so we call it ish. Intelligence-ish.
Yeah.
He's got some good points, but they don't always connect all the way with what he's trying to say.
Yeah. Julio Cesar Chavez canceled. Now we're discussing punished for the sins of the children and more. That's, where we're at. And
Does children do anything? I mean,
whose children? Cesar's?
Yeah.
No, it has nothing to do with that. It was just a separate topic. We're covering 2 topics on one show. You understand now?
I got you. It's clickbait.
If that's how you want to see it, if you want to call our topic,
Self Luv Show. It's the Self Luv Show. To expose they don't equal. The Self Luv Show. The Self Luv Show. The Self Luv Show.
Actually, I'm lost because I'm on the wrong timeline right now. So I'm having fun.
We all having fun.
Like Jerry Gason. I'm reminiscing.
Irregardless, I'm reminiscing.
The whole situation of perpetration. Love y'all. We love y'all. And y'all know we enjoy everything. Self Luv Show. Julio, Cesar, Chavez. Politician. Punished for the sins of the children and more. We're going to explore. We're ready to hit you. So, enjoy these amazing videos produced by TATN for your edutainment. And we'll be right back at you to expand your palate upon what we do. Smith 9 Nails, the Self Luv Show, the Self Luv Show. You know how the story go. It's the Self Luv Show.
If Disney ever makes another sequel to Homeward Bound, we've got a nominee for the role of Sassy the cat. George lives with a family in Lakeland, and after a recent trip to the vet for a little surgery, he decided to check himself out of the animal hospital early. As Fox 13's Evan Moon tells us, George was homeward bound, even though home was 3 miles away.
Where's George?
This courageous cat has a tail.
Are aliens real?
Books of backyard legends.
George was able to bust out of the trap, and he literally scaled some dog fencing and went into the woods, and our staff were literally hoisting each other up over the fences to try to chase George.
Well, the city of Chicago is ready this time when teens pack the loop again. Saquon is downtown to tell us what happened. Say,
Taryn, some big developments.
It won't let me take over. There you go.
They're real, but I haven't seen them, and they're not being kept in what is it?
Area 51.
Area 51. There's no underground facility, unless there's this enormous conspiracy, and they hid it from the President of the United States.
Have you seen any evidence of non-human visitors to Earth?
Well, he gave classified information. He's not supposed to be doing that. You know?
So aliens are real?
Well, I don't know if they're real or not. I can tell you he gave classified information. He's not supposed to be doing that. He made a big mistake. He took it out of classified information. No, I don't have an opinion on it. I never talk about it. A lot of people do. A lot of people believe it. Do you believe it, Peter?
Well, if the president can declassify anything
he just gave an opinion on
it. I'm not in trouble by declassifying.
We know illegal aliens are real.
Yeah, illegal. Only illegals.
Moses fleeing the people from Pharaoh.
Right, let my people go.
40 years in a desert.
Manna.
Let's talk about what manna truly is. And
Aganoski's in the Middle East right now saying manna is Peter.
Can we put some sensibility to that? Being in the desert, and our Father, the Creator, loves us beyond. He's gonna rain down bread in a desert. Moses summoned the strongest men for them to dig, and that's where the whole term of so it is above, so it is what?
Below.
That means that Moses had the science for them to dig and find water.
Yeah, like the elephants can do.
So what do you find even in the desert when you dig down and find water? Do you find bread or do you find plants?
Was some of my research, at USC. I did a survey. The question was, do you think that Jesus Christ was of African descent or European descent? Overwhelmingly, over 90-something% of the folks said African descent. I said, then do you think his ethnicity matters? They said, no, it doesn't matter. And I'm saying, it matters obviously to somebody.
It does.
Absolutely. And it matters to white supremacy. But whenever there's a book called The Color of Christ, the saga of race, I think in America, they track when, most people say, well, this is something out of Europe and, who was that? Michelangelo painted,
Yeah.
No, that ain't got nothing to do with why Jesus is white because of America. Jesus is white because of white supremacy in the Klan. That's why Jesus is white. That's where that comes from. It didn't stick in Europe because they knew better.
Hey, Cleveland, you better hide the markers from your kids. Somebody colored in your Jesus.
Somebody colored in your ass with too much ass, fat ass.
No, they're ignorant. That's ignorant. They're ignorant. That's ignorant. They're ignorant. That's ignorant.
Hands, losses to the neck, but now I'm trophied up. I'm saying like.
Man, thank you guys for inviting me on. Thank you. Great format, very solid. It don't have that low budget movie feel. You know what I'm saying? And we get that a lot in the Black community, for real.
Yeah.
Like people look at us to be fuck ups. They look at us to be low budget. They look at us to be ignorant, stuttering, and use a whole bunch of and all that. But no, they got the real deal on here. That everybody know who Torian Mills is, baby. They know.
Hey, well, bro.
They're so ignorant.
Hey, but this platform's your platform. This platform's my platform. From Inglewood, California to
the
Chicago.
South Shore.
Crazy thing about it.
This platform is
made for you
no
and
doubt.
me.
It's made for you.
The crazy
and establish this Constitution for the United States of America. I was trying to get out the end of the preamble, but go ahead, bro.
Yes, y'all. It don't stop. The Self Love Show rocks on. If you know about us, you know.
Love Show, we do it for our people. Self Love Show, it's the
And the creator we trust.
Self Love Show.
We are blessed to profess to all our guests. And we're so grateful that you tune in.
Thanks.
Spread it to like minds and help us grow. Because that's all I know how to do.
Big A said everyone is trying to be in the press and grab litigation. Money grab. She didn't look like she got stumped out. Because that went all over the nation and made your city look ignorant.
Man, they've been doing that all along. Like we've been saying for the longest, that like 90% of the children killed belong to a public school all over the world. Well, not all over the world, all over this nation at least. And they only specify that in the Chicago area.
Yeah, well, the lawyer was going for the deep pockets. Figured the city would settle the lawsuit. Now, if you're talking about safe passage to and from schools, pursue the city. You know, if we walk 4 blocks away from Drop Dead Gorgeous, they're trying to say the school's not doing anything about bullying. That's one thing.
Yeah.
But what happens, everybody always knew what they'll tell you, wouldn't they? They'll tell you, that was off school grounds, baby. We ain't, that's out of our jurisdiction. We ain't got nothing to do with that.
Man, they full of shit.
Yeah, that's true.
Because, you know some strong figures at these schools that didn't allow the bullshit, you know.
Yeah.
Might be a janitor or or PE.
Yeah.
There's one guy that knew that there was some shit going on, and they would, kind of put nip the shit in the bud,
But how? By talking to the parents?
No. Direct contact with the student.
Yeah, well, these days,
none of that.
Everybody's sued.
That'll get your ass locked up in jail. I'm talking about when we were,
And the school sued and everything. Big Ups Midwest Festivals presents Ancestral Echoes. Karen's going to pin that link in the chat. It's a glamping house music fest extravaganza. You got to be there to really feel what we're talking about. It's the only way to download that energy. You're going to be around great like-minded people, beautiful professional stage. It's all laid out there. Fantastic. Well done by these men and women. And this is a 4th annual. So it's growing. Get your space early. Get your early discounts. The link has just been dropped in the chat by Karen. Big ups to Karen. Top of the line stage, lighting, games, everything. You got a flower hour, happy hour.
We're going to have some games. We're going to have a poker night. We're going to have dinner Afrique on Friday night. It's going to be an extravaganza where we all enjoy
bonfire, right?
each other as a collective. We eat together. Yeah. And there's definitely a bonfire going on. Man, it's amazing.
Hug a tree.
You going to be out this year?
Put the G in Lampard. Put the G in Lampard. It's looking good. It's looking good. Good Newt.
Yes.
It's looking real good. All right. And then we got Tay Mills Aesthetics. If you find yourself in LA, multicultural skin, body, and weight loss pro, and you're in need of the best esthetician in town on the West Coast, reach out to Tay Mills Aesthetics. That link's just been pinned in the chat. Drop in the chat.
I'm going to say it every time. New Zoom link consultations.
Yes. www.taymilzaesthetics.com. Big ups to Bella B. You might have lost a loved one, or you're having a family reunion and you need some swag put on a shirt. Reach out to Bella B at designs365@gmail.com. And lastly, JIM Recovery. the J, the I, the M, the M, the J, the I, the M, the M. It's Jimmy. It's recovery. Recovery.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's do that for Teddy. The T, the U, the D, the D,
Did you?
the Y, the T, the D. It's to
It's
the
Tootie.
word up. It's to the word up.
Yeah, me and the late the ancestor Sammy. I used to be 1877 cars for kids. Because whenever that commercial came on, Self, he stopped what he was doing. He started singing it. So I started singing it with him, getting in this world, you know.
R.I.P. man. Oof.
Yeah, R.I.P. Sammy.
Oof.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you for sharing that time.
Thank you for your visit.
Beautiful spirit too, you know.
Amazing.
You on your own. I'm playing the game. You on your own. He put his head down, walk upstairs, come back later.
Woo-wee. That's his Fox on his box.
Fox was you on your own, Sammy. It was a great time. So, all right, let's see. We got something else to serve up for y'all. Before we do that, I got a question. Is it fair? Now, I know fair is something you get at the county fair, you know, but is it fair to hold parents legally responsible for their offspring's actions? Is it fair?
Well, I'll just say this and leave it there. I have acted and made responses and done things that completely shocks my parents and
literally showed your ass. Literally.
Mainly my mother. Yeah.
Yeah. Literally showed your ass. Mooning people.
Oh, no, I wouldn't say all that. But
you never mooned anybody.
I wouldn't say that either, but
No.
not in the instances that I have been describing or talking about.
Right.
Yeah. So, yeah, I have mooned motherfucker.
Yeah, you've mooned people.
Yes, I have.
Yeah, you was a mooner.
But yeah, I was a mooner. Like, fuck you, buddy. You'll never have none of this. But fuck you asshole. I'm gonna show you my asshole. You never have none of that, you son of a bitch. But
but can you imagine? Would that have changed the way you carried on? And I'm not saying I was a saint, because Lord knows, and R.I.P. saint. But that have changed the way you carried on? You think you'd had that in your mind like that? Like, man, if I get caught up, they're gonna lock moms up. You think you would have changed how you moved out there?
No. Mom taught me to be this way. Like, yeah. I made plenty of music about it. Like, say, hey, do it your way. Give a fuck what nobody else has to say.
So I think there's levels to it. If I'm a parent and I'm, buying let me get my thought out.
Okay.
If I'm a parent and I'm buying little Pookie or little Ray Ray or little Anthony, let's say MEP, and I'm cooking the MEP up, I'm the chef, and we putting the MEP on the block, you know what I mean? If I buy Shorty a strap, you know what I mean? Yeah, Dad, I want a gun, you know what I mean? All right, here, take that one. Now, I'm not against guns, but with no training or anything like that, no questions asked, if I'm raising him to be a criminal, just like if you have you could be held liable if you raise your dog. If you have a pit bull or something like that and you feed it gunpowder and hot sauce and Tabasco sauce, stuff like that, and you beat it and beat it and beat it because you want to make it a vicious animal, and then that dog goes out and kills someone, I believe they hold you accountable. So I think there's levels to it. That's all I'm saying, Brother Wordsmith. And what were you saying? That's all I'm saying. I think sometimes if I'm grooming the child
No.
to
I don't
be
give a fuck. I don't
anti-society,
give a fuck if you ain't grooming them. If it's a confrontation, you hand them a gun, then you're liable. I mean, you can't. Otherwise, you're not. Like, if you don't supply the weapon or even the mentality, or if you do even supply the mentality and not the weapon, and they come upon themselves and do what they do. I
yeah,
don't know how you can. I mean, knowing that this whole, I mean, from my point of view, simulation is people come into this to get some thing out of it. And there are parameters placed upon you before you come in, when you come in. And there are things that can happen in this simulation that no one can perceive or know is going to happen.
correct.
So how can you be responsible for a being that you have a lot of influence in theta, but this is a autonomous sovereign being. They came here through you, but they're not you.
Yeah. Yeah. You know. Yeah, agreed. So if you're because that's the assumption. When people say I feel sorry for his mama or man, his parents, ain't do nothing.
Bots.
They make the assumption that the child was raised that way. And
Bots.
that's not necessarily that's not necessarily
Yeah, the bots, the sheep, bots.
that's a
Man,
ram. That's not a sheep, that's a ram. Now,
it should be a sheep because they're following like a motherfucker, and bots are followers and some shit that put some shit out there. It's ram. It's a ram. Should be a sheep. Let me find some sheep sounds out here.
if you're gonna ram, we're gonna just play the ram.
I always thought it was a sheep.
Well, we got sheep, but this is a ram. Yeah, I forgot what I was saying. I forgot. Oh yeah, the assumption is that parents. The assumption is that the parents raise the child that way, especially when it comes to our community. Some outsiders make the assumption that, we're raising them to go out there and stomp somebody in the street at a teen takeover. And that's not fair, in my opinion. That's not fair. Brother Wordsmith just said he did some things 180 to how he was raised. Lord knows I did some things 180 to how I was raised. And that's what I was saying. You said autonomous beings. That's what I was saying in my note at the beginning, top of the show when we did the thing. Yes. It's part of your no. They're here independent of us. As a parent, you're just renting them. Your job is just to nurture them, get them up to a certain point.
Steer doing theta.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. That's it. Pretty much. That's right. 100%. Not to control every move they make for their whole existence here. All right, we got one more video and we got some more questions coming up here. If y'all got any comments, if you got any comments out there in the chat, let me and Brother Wordsmith know. All right, police chasing hands. Not there. All right, wild video, cat fight, Roost Chris. It's on next week. All right, find strangers in a bed. Chicago Alderman proposes holding teams liable. Okay, here we go.
With warmer weather coming, Chicago City Council members are offering ways to clamp down on teen violence that happened frequently last year. WDN's Dana Rebick tells you what they're proposing.
Spring and summer are right around the corner, and after months of failed attempts at trying to prevent teen takeovers in Chicago at City Hall, today an alderman reintroduced a concept that would put parents on the hook for their children's behavior.
Here's the concept.
Be the first to say that I do not want to criminalize.
Hold on.
Parents.
Is this who's proposing it? Talking about you don't want to criminalize them?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, and he's what? I can't quite see him, but I see pink. I see pink.
And he's got his collar up for some reason.
And someone blocking him. He's pink.
What I want to do is wake parents up.
Alderman Ray Lopez introduced.
Ray Lopez.
Ah.
Well, he could be pink. He could be one of the.
No, he is pink. He's,
yeah.
No, it can't be. He's Spanish. He's not. He's not from.
He's not brown. Look at
him.
Introducing a new ordinance in the Public Safety Committee today that could hold parents liable.
See that? They want to hold the mama liable for this girl up there shaking her bum on top of somebody's car that she doesn't even own.
Someone pink wants to have someone brown.
How would you feel about snatching them off and then putting them in a mandatory boot camp? Run, operated by your copper coded from the community they're from. You gotta do something.
Yeah, I think I might like to run. If that child's got to be, and this person has brought it up, he got to go with her.
I mean, you can't even haze anyone anymore. There's no accountability.
You heard me? He want to point it out, he gonna go with her.
So if I suggest sending these kids to a boot camp for doing this, I got to go with them?
Yeah.
Why? So if I suggest send them to jail, I got to go to jail with them?
No, they ain't going to jail.
If I suggest their parents give them a spanking, their parents got to spank me too?
No.
Trying to follow your logic here.
It's not the same logic. Like in this instance, in this environment, the people that are there, they need to go with them to make sure that they get the full experience. You don't.
If this is your car,
you don't know these people. You're not there. You're not anybody talking about they need to go.
No, this is my suggestion. He hasn't suggested that. I said, how would you feel about sending this girl to a boot camp? Maybe it's an after-school program, so she can learn some fucking discipline. If this was your car, how would you feel about that?
If this is what?
She's standing on top of a car. If that was your car, how would you feel about this? You come out there and there's a bunch of kids and there's somebody standing on your car. Who are you upset with? Her or her parents?
Not her parents. But so, I'm looking at this and I'm turning around going a different direction.
So you just walk it off and call your insurance or buff it out yourself?
No, we're going to figure this out some other way because I've seen too many times how shit goes, and I know myself.
I got you. And you're probably smart to do that. But I'm asking you, how would you feel? Like, so you wouldn't be mad at her parents. You'd be more upset at her. So I'm saying if law enforcement dealt with it, if they pulled up, snatched her off the car, threw her in the damn police car, what's the remedy?
I'm not sure.
Well, we need solutions.
Hold on. I wasn't finished. I'm not sure, to be totally honest, because to be honest, as I stated earlier in the show, I kind of want these people to take this shit because the way it's going can't stand. And we, as a generation, are tolerating it. I don't know if these little small microaggressions are doing anything, but I'm not satisfied with the way the shit is rolling. Me personally. My opinion.
So standing on people's properties and blocking the streets and shaking your ass is going to make society better. It's going to make the government say, hey, we got to do something different. It's going to make Donald Trump less heavy-handed.
It's going to do more than they didn't meet us. They didn't lock us out the government. We don't know. Same difference as far as
So you're supporting these takeovers?
I'm not.
So what are you? You rubbing your fence on the bum? I mean,
I'm not rubbing my fence on the bum. I don't like it, but I don't mind it because some need to be disrupting this bullshit. Because if nothing disrupt this bullshit, it's gonna be bullshit forever. If that makes any sense to anybody.
This isn't guided though.
I don't know that it is or not. Some reason all of them get to the same place at the same time.
Yeah, they do it off the internet. They're not saying they want anything.
Or you're in California, and I'm around here, but I still don't know. We don't know that. There's 1, 7, 6, 5, 4.
Okay, so you're supporting this. All right, that's fine.
Whatever it is.
Or you're rubbing your fence. You say you don't support it, but yet
I don't mind it.
That's rubbing your bum on the fence.
It's not.
You don't mind something you don't support.
Yeah.
And you like this better than maintaining the status quo.
Oh, yeah.
Well, me personally, you know, there's got to be a solution. So if this isn't a problem to you, we can't find a solution. So, if there's no problem, there could be no solution.
It's part of the solution, part of my solution. So
activate the kids, have them shake their bum downtown Chicago and stump each other out. And
no, just younger people, not necessarily how it's been characterized. We don't even know if it's what it's been characterized. You've not been at an event, neither have I. So we don't know shit. You talking about shaking our bum. We've only been informed by the fucking machine that's been bullshitting us for all of our lives. So I don't know. I don't fucking know. I don't know if the videos we see are real. Well, actually, I most of the videos they're not the typical AI because you can. I don't know if you can, but I see this shit right. You do. I know you do. Never mind. But the whole system has been going our whole life, I don't trust them. I trust that disruption over consumption.
For the criminal actions of their children.
Previously, this council has in fact instituted laws that also hold parents accountable. We saw that with spray painting and graffiti, where parents would be held accountable for what their children were doing on the streets. And it led to a precipitous and immediate decline once parents
Yeah,
were
none of
being
them
brought
look
into
like
the
you,
equation.
motherfucker. That's some bullshit. That's bullshit. That's lie.
Under the proposal, for example, if a child is involved in a teen takeover and committed a criminal act, their parent or legal guardian could face a $1,000 fine, community service, and court-mandated family and parental counseling.
I can't support it because we're looking to hold
Okay,
And
so
parental counseling.
$1,000 fine, community service, family counseling for the parent.
I can't support it because we're looking to hold a parent liable as if they committed the act themselves, which I believe will fall short of being constitutional.
You're letting him go out late at night, doing whatever. You don't know what he's doing, but he's doing something. If you're allowing a 16-year-old to be out, let's just say at 2 a.m, and he does something really bad, are you somewhat responsible? I would say yes.
Ultimately, the ordinance failed.
You can't lock your kid in the car and put bars on the door, and you know.
I mean, you do go to sleep at some point,
right? Or work.
I'm just saying, like, even if you're in the house, and I agree with you because you could be out working, that's third shift, whatever. But if you're in the house, are you supposed to be awake 24 hours to keep a 16-year-old?
Yeah, that was my point.
To 5.
They don't have bars on the house.
That's what I said. We say the same thing and we're saying something different, but yeah.
To move out of committee, but Lopez plans to revise it and bring it back. Still in the mix, a new version of Alderman Brian Hopkins' curfew ordinance, which passed out of committee in January. The hybrid model would allow the police department to issue a dispersal order at any time of day. Minors could then be detained and processed for a curfew violation if they did not leave the area.
Whether a teen trend occurs at noon or whether it occurs at midnight, it shouldn't matter. The police have the ability to disperse that.
Yeah, this guy, you see what he is.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's not much lighter than me, but he's not the same species.
Crowd and to take the teens, the underage unaccompanied minors, into protective custody rather than arrest them.
The current city curfew is 10 p.m. except for Millennium Park, which is 6 p.m. after issues with teen takeovers there, including 2 shootings that happened after the tree lighting in November. Mayor Johnson vetoed a snap curfew ordinance last year, and a previous proposal to set an 8 p.m. curfew in the Loop also failed.
Ultimately, the goal is to create safe spaces for our children, accountability with parents, and have a city that everyone can enjoy and love.
Alderman Hopkins says he has been working closely with the mayor's office on this ordinance, and he thinks he does have the votes to pass it. He plans to introduce it to the full council later this month or sometime in April. At City.
Yeah, well, if you disagree, we got to get down there and as parents and tell them we disagree with this. And, or tell the kids to just go out in full droves and shake their ass more in the street and protest. I'll say this, you could have more things for them to do, as you said earlier. Midnight basketball is a thing that worked. They need more outlets. You take away all their outlets, and this is a result of taking away their outlets. But there's something wrong, bro.
You think?
But there's been something wrong. And the kids weren't going out. I mean, there's something wrong, bro.
Hip hop came out of the same bullshit that's going on right now. And it's no drive towards creativity for this. Their creative mode is to gather and I don't know. I want to say destroy, but I really don't want to say that. I really want to say that this is a narrative, and there are outside influences. But that could be a cop-out.
Yeah, I mean, it could be outside influences. It could be a combination, once something starts. I mean, there's a way to monetize this for our community.
It's been monetized by somebody.
Yeah, this is a way to monetize it. They're talking about holding the social media companies responsible too for allowing those platforms to allowing the platforms to be used to cause a ruckus, to incite a ruckus. Maybe that's what's different about our generation. We weren't able to link up. Maybe if we did have social media like this, and we could say, let's all meet up at State and Lake and show our ass tomorrow. Yeah, what time, bro? We're gonna be out there about midnight.
Hey,
We'd have done it.
We just gathered and had a great time.
And that's all I think they're trying to do.
So I think there's some provocateurs that's at all of these so-called situations that.
True, but that little girl didn't look like like we got to take some accountability for what's going on in our community with our children, bro. We can't just always say there's some outside source that's managing our children.
Yeah, I mean, if we don't manage our children, nobody is, and we don't. So I mean, I don't know what it is. Like these situations, these gatherings, they're not adults there. You know, I don't think that 13-year-old had, that might have been, who knows what that was about. Could be a sacrifice for all we know. I don't know what that was about.
I mean, the tenacity to be able to stand on people's property and film it and post it on social media and not give two shits if your brother, your sister, your father, your mother, your uncle, not give two shits if they see you.
I mean, that's society, the way that they have come into existence, their whole, every second of their life, or millisecond of their life has been recorded or on, online.
It's been parents not putting belt to ass is what it's been.
Well, they stopped that a while ago, bro. So I mean,
man, they stopped a lot of shit.
Even the parents that put belt to ass motherfuckers have, as well as I do, many motherfuckers that's had belt put to ass that did what the fuck they was gonna do anyway.
But this is okay. Well, you're arguing for, I'm arguing against. We'll just make this a full, complete debate show. All right. So
it ain't even for or against. It is what it is. Like I'm talking about.
There's no accountability. Everybody's getting a trophy. You just said that they banned discipline your child. I don't care what they do. They said you can't go more than 55 miles per hour on the freeway. I do more than that.
I've always said that's, people gonna do what they do. That was the same thing as what I was saying. So
I don't know. I don't know, man. What's the danger in blaming parents for everything a child does?
Because there could have been good intentions, and it could have had nothing to do with the motherfucker do. Like the quote of the day was like, I think I should look at it. 100%.
Michelle Obama.
Yeah, you can teach them what you want them to know, but you ain't responsible for their fucking actions.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's an autonomous being. Even through theta, there are some.
So do you believe in disciplining children?
Yes.
So if you saw one of your kids doing this, you would be okay with it and tell them, hey, I'm glad you guys are protesting the government like this and there'd be no discipline. It's okay, son or daughter, to stand on top of these cars and go out there and shake your ass and do shit like this?
No, I would not have my children out there expressing themselves in that way.
So why is it okay in your mind for these children to do it?
Because they're doing it. it is in this simulation, there are things that are done and they happen. And as far as I'm concerned, they're supposed to happen. I don't agree with everything that happens, but it's an expansion of this simulation.
Pieces TV said, "Yo, we grew up with mob action.
D-Mo.
So shorties are lucky. Daily played no games." Facts. Yeah, that was a mob action.
Yeah.
Sounds like the prison to pipeline to me. That's what it sounds like to me.
Yeah.
Remember the Golden Child movie. Poison is around the kid 360. Creates a demon. I don't think he sees anything endearing about what's going on.
He doesn't. I agree with him, and I agree with you, and I agree with me. Because the simulation is going to singularity, and it's the only way it can happen.
Yeah. So as far as, is it fair when parents are negligent, to my point earlier, ignoring warning signs, enabling harmful behavior, or failing to provide basic supervision, accountability makes sense. But punishing parents for actions they couldn't reasonably foresee or
Yeah.
prevent crosses into moral overreach.
Yeah.
The danger. Go ahead.
I'm sorry. If you're handing out blickities,
Yeah.
tell them to go make a move, then shit, yes, your ass is nowhere around that. Pardon.
Now, the danger in blaming parents for everything a child does, it oversimplifies human behavior. Kids have agency. Peers influence them, and environments shape them. Blaming parents for every misstep can create a culture of fear instead of one focused on support, growth, development, and intervention. Yeah, I mean, I agree that there should be. They need more positive outlets. The city could be investing money in cats like Cosmo, to show them, how to do art and stuff like that. They took a lot of that away, but it's not all on the city at all, in my mind, to raise our kids, our children. In my mind, we've had a lot less than this, man, and our people weren't behaving like this. There were times that were a lot worse, and our people didn't behave like this.
Well, the government was a lot more involved in our existence in life. And they have turned.
And I would say the parents were a lot more involved.
Some of our people into savages. And if you remove parents, a couple of, not before us. So if they don't have, their grandparents ain't in place correct, and their parents ain't in place correct, it's gonna be a problem.
100%. And
the TV in the background.
Yeah.
Is that here? Oh.
Yeah, 100%, bro. Let me see.
My great grandparents was solid. They knew who they are and who they were, so on down from there.
Videos of our officers giving multiple warnings.
This is a video Will sent.
Hi, everyone. I'm Mitch McCoy. I'm the Director of Public Affairs and Information for the St. Louis Metropolitan Police Department. You just saw videos of our officers giving multiple warnings to juveniles to leave downtown and downtown west. That modified 10 p.m. curfew is in effect Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. It starts at 10 p.m. Tonight, our officers were busy. They were enforcing that curfew. At least 20 juveniles have been detained as of 11 o'clock tonight, and the youngest is 13. They were taken to a reunification center where numerous city services were offered, from the Office of Violence Prevention to Youth and Family Services. We are going to continue to enforce this 10 p.m. curfew over the weekend. Parents, this is your warning. You will be held responsible. As parents are picking up their kids, they are being cited for their kids' behavior.
I mean, we've always had curfew laws.
Yeah.
You know, when we moved to Cal Park, they had a curfew alarm. And when that alarm went off, you started hightailing it towards the crib. And it didn't matter what your parents' opinion was about, my baby, know what he doing? My baby could be in the street all night. Society wasn't set up like that.
No.
It wasn't my baby more mature, or I think it's okay for my baby to be no. They took your ass to jail and your parents came up there and paid a fine. Thus, you didn't have kids running around the streets all night in Cal Park.
In Cal Park, yeah. That didn't happen in South Shore. Well, I mean, I'm going by my personal experience, and that's not fair because I had a beard at 14, 13. So
I mean, even the city, it was tougher to enforce it in the city. The city didn't have enough assets. In a place like Cal Park, you're sticking out like a sore thumb walking around. There's nobody else walking around.
All the people in Cal Park, all the police in Cal Park knew all the people in Cal
Correct.
Park for the most part.
Correct. Knew how old you were, knew you was, exactly.
And then especially this specialized place where I lived where, was even, so I didn't have the regular experience.
And the city was dealing with more crime. The cops had more shit on their plate than Cal Park. Not saying Cal Park didn't have crime, but they had way more shit on their plate than Cal Park police.
Yeah, and my family lived next door, and internal affairs policeman was
right.
My uncle. So I don't have a regular, so I can't even. I gotta just listen and learn.
I mean, but they were still sweating you in the city. I remember, man, we used to go to Mendel, 13, 14 years old, and the truant officers, the police officers, the curfew cops would be out there, and you walk away from the party, and they start chasing you, bro. They was gonna take you in for curfew. Yeah, but I didn't have a beard.
I did. I'm like, man.
All right, the cat just messed up. Can you hear me now?
Yep.
All right. What's the danger in blaming parents for everything a child does? I think we did that one.
Yeah.
How can accountability be balanced without becoming punishment by proxy?
It's gotta be case by case. And you gotta look at, and some parents is not there because they have to work to provide. I don't know how you can make sure somebody's gonna be in the house or where you think they are if you're employed at a time when,
Well, they got location. They got location devices.
Yeah, but there's still no enforcement.
But you can know where your child is by tracking a location.
If they take their phone with them.
True that. But then you could call them, and if they don't answer the phone, then you discipline them.
Yeah, you still can't. I mean,
you just can't, huh? You just lay there and take it. Fuck it, I work all day, so my kid's gonna run the street with those other movies out there.
I'm talking.
Ain't nothing
about,
I can do about
that.
that.
I'm talking about.
I'm just a listless old pathetic father who can't do shit.
I'm talking about what happens, not for mine. I'm talking about what happens. Shit.
Well, we're trying to stop it from happening. We're talking about solutions.
Well, I didn't know we was on the solutions part, But if we're on the solutions part, then there's got to be some activities, some people that are non-parents that are helping and stepping in. Um, something that the child is interested in, so it can be helping them grow in the way they need to.
Well, that's a good point. I do remember if the parents were gone, they would take us to an uncle or aunt's house, grandmother house. We wasn't too much in the house all night by ourselves.
Oh no.
That was a rare occasion.
Oh yeah. There was anyone that was responsible that could, help.
Somebody
something.
was there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, that's a good point. Damn good point. Yeah, I mean, I would say escalate. I mean, like you said, take it on a case by case basis. You can get into it and figure out what's going on inside the household. But I just feel like as a society, we got to do something because not only is it not safe, that's all these kids coming up missing. It's just not safe for them to be out there either, bro.
I mean, no, not in no way, shape, or form. And the only way that we can gather together and perform on the level that's indicative of our greatness and majesty.
Because we're seeing it now, to your point, it could be escalated. And there are pink kids at these disruptions too. But we're seeing like brown and so-called black children doing this. And so it must be some sort of revolution, like
It is. It's a rebellion, a revolution.
rebellion. Yeah, that's the word I was looking for. Must be some sort of rebellion.
We need to, as our people, we need to figure out and recognize the leadership of this, because we need to help that grow, really. They are doing some disruption. And we need to figure out if the leadership is AI or it's an actual being.
Remember, the crack baby was born in '88. Now this is the grandparents.
That's a lie. I don't know who said that.
Pieces TV. When was the crack baby born? Before that?
I mean, when they made Freebase, they created crack. I mean,
okay, well, when 80, 78, 70s, mid 70s. All right. So 70s, this is a result of that.
70s, 60s, whatever.
Let's not miss his point though. This is a result of crack epidemic. Do you agree?
I don't. Because I do to a certain degree. But I think
there has to be some blame put on our people for this mess. Meth, yeah. Now you know I'm.
That's why I say I don't.
I'm one of the first ones
condone crack.
I'm one of the first ones to blame government, but there's got to be.
How when there is a substance that stops you from being a parent, how do you blame the people or the parent? How?
Because they did the substance.
Yeah, but once they did it, then they can't be responsible anymore because they're not a responsible being. You understand what I'm saying? Like I completely comprehend what you're saying. But when there's a substance
that's so addictive,
that parents stop being parents and they stop even taking care of regular life functions.
I see what you're saying though. These are the crack baby.
They're responsible for taking it, but after they take it, then this shit it's over with.
Yeah. Yeah, and then the early users didn't really know how addictive and how poisonous it was. It was just a
Man.
party drug.
All the way back to Richard Pryor. Richard Pryor wasn't a crackhead. That motherfucker was
Freebase.
smoking. Yeah, freebase.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of this a result of the projects being torn down too. But that didn't happen in LA, and we got the same issues. Kids shaking their ass in the street, doing donuts, and
the whole thing. Hold on. What did you say that they had? What
street
did you call
takeovers.
it? No, what did you call it? Projects.
Right.
And projects are programs. So even though they don't have the structures, the buildings, they still call some very
Damn,
nice,
I see what he's saying.
some very nice looking homes, the projects in LA. There's some shit. I was like, these are the projects, but I got the
Yeah,
Long
but
Beach.
why is it different? They had crack and everything here.
It ain't different. They just a different form of housing. They called it projects. It was a project. They were.
The crime rate is way lower here in LA than it is in Chicago. I'm not blaming the parents. It's got to be something else. But but the parents got to get something to blame. I'm sorry.
I doubt
what he's saying is the crack babies are now grandparents. Now I see what he's saying.
Right.
You got women out. You got women and men going to the club.
I
You
doubt
got
that,
grandparents at the club shaking their ass, and the grandkids are at home.
Yeah,
You don't want to talk about none of that though.
No, I doubt that the fucking crime rate is less there than here. I doubt that.
What I'm saying is you have weak-minded grandparents when you had older people being controlled by young drug dealers, so the youth lost respect for the elders. I agree.
A long time. For a long time now.
Correct.
Since they've been calling it crack. Before that, it wasn't as much disrespect. Since they've been calling it crack, motherfuckers been like, Younger people been, it's been all through the media, the movies and all of this such. Even in Fridays, what was the damn character? She fucked up a bunch of shit for Ice Cube. Wanda.
I don't know, but my solution. So I disagree.
Well, solutions, my bad.
No. I disagree that this is a rebellion. I disagree that this is good for our culture. I just want to be clear about that.
I understand.
And it's probably because I don't have any children myself.
Also, because, every generation, the generation below them gets disapproval. But that's not.
They're doing street takeovers and donuts in the street, Noop, and standing on other people's cars, bro.
Yeah, and shit, we didn't.
That should have disapproval.
We didn't do that. We didn't do.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, I'm not kidding you at all.
So we did street takeovers and would take over major intersections and do donuts in the street. and
Our
we did
own
that.
version. Our own version.
What was our version of that? Break
Freaknik.
dancing.
Freaknik. The fucking shit on in Hyde Park, the fucking festivals, and I mean, we didn't do what they did, but we did more than they did actually. But house, what the fuck
Everybody in
is
this
that?
generation doesn't do this.
No, in their
Ace's
generation,
kids ain't running around doing this. Your
no,
kids ain't running
my
around doing
yeah,
this.
and
So I don't.
hold on. All of
But you're
our,
saying that older
all of
people
our,
disagree
all
with
of.
what
I didn't say older people. I talked about me.
you
I
said.
couldn't talk about nobody.
You said every generation disapproves of the newer generation.
Yes.
And what I'm saying is that everyone in this new generation isn't carrying on like this.
And that's in every generation too.
Right. You don't disapprove of it.
What I don't disapprove of is the disruption of this shit that's going on in this simulation. I'm not approving of it to go as it's been going or whatever. Now, I don't agree with the specifics or any of that, but I don't like the shit going as these fucking Zionists wanted to go. If I can't be any more clear than that.
How is shaking your ass on top of somebody's car going to change what the Zionists are doing? Let me finish. Besides locking up more people and their parents.
Because it's going to come to a head and it's all going to collapse.
All right, so
and that's not all that happened in these disruptions. So I mean, you're just going to the extreme and talking about the tip of it, but that's not all that happened. And it's it's okay.
Well, what else is happening? Because you've been saying we're not there, so we don't know. What else is? What am I missing? Enlighten me.
Disruption.
In the form of what?
In the form of whatever they do.
Right, so you're okay with it. So there's no need for you to chime in on the solutions. This is fine for you.
It's all part of the solution for me, so I can just be quiet and not say shit. That's what we'll do until the final words.
Right. Let me think. I don't know. Letting these kids run roughshod. I think they're just putting targets on their backs. Fodder. It's got to be a better way. I personally don't feel like they're doing this for any political motives. I don't feel like they even have that thought in their mind. I feel like they're doing it because they don't respect me, my generation, or the generation behind me. I feel like they're doing it because our generations have become wusses when it comes to raising our children, and that's why they don't respect us. That's how I feel like. I feel like my parents' generation was different. I feel like my grandparents' generation was different. I feel like it was a certain level of disrespect they wouldn't tolerate. Accountability. I think it looks like first time you find You're going to fine them. You're going to write them a ticket. You're going to fine them. Maybe it won't go on their record, so it don't affect their future. You sit them down. You talk to them. Because they're just talking about the ones that are doing the crimes. You have a right to peacefully assemble. Of course, there's loitering laws, which I don't necessarily agree with. Those were slave laws. And you got to be careful when you talk about Zionists, because they could be the ones behind all of this. And it's not their kids out there. So I would say second offense, boot camp. Send them to boot camp, whether it's a couple weeks, whether it's an after school program, but they got to go to boot camp. Third time, and each time you're finding the parents. Third time, you got to lock them up. Juvenile detention center. I mean, what the hell are we doing? You know, we got a generation out here that we give them all trophies. We pass them all in class. So one of them don't respect nobody. They don't even have to do their homework. They can't fail them more than twice, and they're going to keep getting bumped ahead. So we got a soft, yellow belly generation that never had nobody to tell them they shit stink. That's my solution. Pieces said, think about how many new jails that's been built. The devil is head of entertainment. The kids see evil, hear evil, eat poison, so they are mind controlled.
Completely set up for that whole situation. And the solution is to vilify and lock up the parents.
They're under a spell.
All of us are, including the enlightened ones. If you deal
So are
with
you
this
saying?
language,
So are you
you're
now
under a
saying that
spell.
it's not a rebellion?
It is a rebellion. Everybody ain't locked in all the way into the spell, but this language is a spell, bro. I mean, I'll go back on. I'll let you.
I'm just saying. So they're mind controlled.
We all mind controlled, you and me included.
Oh shit! All right, let's end the show. Fuck it. I mean, what's the point? There's no fucking point. There's absolutely 0 point. 0 point. Hey kids, keep fucking shit up. I'm mind controlled. You're mind controlled. Keep fucking shit up. Do what you will. Burn the motherfucking city down. I don't give a fuck. How about that?
Great.
Don't listen to your parents. Don't listen to any teachers. Don't get an education. Don't get a job. Just lay on your ass and say fuck everybody and fuck the system.
Well, you can't lay on your ass.
Lay on your ass.
You got to
and
make
say
moves.
Fuck everybody.
If
and
you
don't
say fuck the system, then you got to make a system. So fuck all that.
Don't pay no taxes. Don't do shit.
Taxes pay the Goyen.
Right.
It's Goyen masters anyway. So
somebody's got to be the adult in the situation. Right. These are kids. They're obviously misguided. So they're smarter than us now.
I mean, the children are. Never mind. I'm just
the future. They're not the now. They're the future. Is that what you're about to say? I mean, I don't know your position. I just don't know your position.
I got it.
We're all mind controlled, according to Brother Wordsmith. We're in a simulation. Nobody knows what they're thinking about but him.
No, I didn't say none of that. I said we all mind controlled, but we all are working on a position. That's why we do the Self Love Show. The Self Love Show ain't about working within the system, whatever. But we have to expose that it's there. And if we don't, then I'm not being sincere with myself
Yeah,
or anyone.
but if all I do is say it's the government's fault, I'm not being sincere.
I don't say that's all the government's fault. I never have. That's
If
why I stopped.
there's things within our culture that we can control, and it should be our children.
The thing is, a lot of the stuff we talk about is outside of our children. My children, I don't think they think the same way as what I espouse. We don't have any children. So, you know what I mean? We're locked into that short demographic when I speak specifically. And, you know, I'm not all knowing or anything, but I know I'm an empath and I know what I feel. It ain't always correct, but I know what I know.
Yeah, I think it's a setup. I've been saying it. You know, punishing the parents is a way to lock up more black people, more
Yeah,
so-called black people.
agreed, 100%.
Right.
I have no way you lock up me for something my child did.
Correct. Correct. I mean, it's unconstitutional, but somebody's got to be held accountable. Your kid ain't gonna walk scot-free.
Yeah, we ain't
So
living.
that means you got to be willing to go visit your child down at juvenile, because they got to follow rules like the rest of fucking
If
society.
they do some bullshit, then yeah. I mean, what the fuck?
You know what I'm saying? There's got to be some accountability. Me personally, I'm not gonna give them all a high five and say, "Hey, I love how you bucking the system," because you're standing out here just partying on 35th Street Beach to 4 a.m, and the police come try to clear it out and tell you the beach is closed, and you're like,
I
"I'm
don't
not
know,
going
man.
nowhere."
No, when they do that, then they need to move around. But I'm also not going to negate how CPD handles different varieties of people,
different demographics.
Yes. So, I'm not going to stand for them doing that to our demographic when they don't do it to theirs. That's a problem or issue. That's it. That's all.
Yeah, I got you, bro. I got you. All right. So, what's one question society? This is the last one. What's one question society should ask before assigning blame to a parent? Did the parent fail in their duty, or are we expecting them to control the uncontrollable? That single distinction changes the entire conversation. Did the parent fail in their duty, or are we expecting them to control the uncontrollable? I don't know.
I do.
I'd be a different type of parent.
I do.
I'm on my kids' social media, and you ain't going no motherfucking where tonight. You know what I'm saying? If I had a kid, you ain't going no motherfucking where. And if I find out you went out there, I'm beating your ass. How's that sound for America? I'm going to beat the brakes off your little ass.
Like I said, I wouldn't even have to. Well, my specific children.
Right. But so if your children are not part of the rebellion, are you not proud of them? So are you saying they're mind controlled and they're part of the system and you're okay with that?
Mine are mind controlled too. They're just
so you're okay with them being part of the system?
They're under my mind control because they're not going to be involved in that.
But that's what I'm saying.
So I'm just
But
saying
you're okay
that
with Lil Pookie and Ray Ray being involved in it. You're calling it good for the rebellion.
The whole problem is that the system that we live in is not correct. And microaggressions, I don't want nobody to be hurt or anything, but microaggressions that cumulatively wake people up, I'm in favor of.
Yeah, you're saying those are the targeted. They're targeted, and a lot of them come from situations where they may not have much, right? And they're out there doing what nature is calling them to do.
Yeah.
Or else they wouldn't be doing it otherwise.
Yes.
And they're out there battling the police because same way we had our little problems with them.
Yeah, they on bullshit. And they, counteracting that.
Yeah. They're killing each other and stumping each other out.
Well, the
I
whole
don't know
thing,
how that helps anything.
I think that's some paid provocateurs. I just
Yeah, see, it's easy to say that to
It
defend your
is.
argument.
It is really
instead
easy
of
to
just
say that.
saying,
Me as a
empath and spirit is telling
yeah,
you and right. And
right. So
I got you.
what I think doesn't really matter, but what I know is what I know. So
So it's not no little badass kids at all. They're all
no, it's a bunch of
it's just
kids.
provocators out there. There's no
No.
little badass kids from the low end. There's
There
no
are
little
some
badass
badass
kids from
kids out there.
South Shore. There's no little badass kids from the
They wouldn't
hundreds.
even be out there if they wasn't bad to a certain degree, because they fall off the scale of being appropriate in what they want. So I mean, I'm not all good. I'm on the bad side of scale, but I'm not a bad person. I'm not gonna look at no I'm looking at things as I see, as I feel, as I know. So
That's what I'm saying. So all the bad stuff that happens, we're gonna literally say it's all done by provocateur. You're gonna literally,
no, I
know,
am not, because I've just stated that I've done shit that I
right? Exactly. So was there a
Yes.
provocateur that made you do those things?
Yeah, some of them. Some other shit. Yeah, the Rodney King shit. When I saw and all that, that influenced me to do some shit that I wouldn't have done. People can be influenced, and now even more than ever, it don't even
Influence
have
is
to be
different
real.
from saying provocateurs are doing it. It's different from saying, "Hey, I did it. I went out there and did it myself because I was influenced a certain way." It's another thing to say
I
that
said they
those
were
guys who were
influenced
stumping
by
that guy out was actors. That's a totally different thing. Whenever
No, I didn't. I always said influence, bro. I mean, you can go back, you can run it back. You can.
I'm not gonna run it back.
You can though, because I said influence. I didn't. It doesn't matter.
Right, they're influenced, so maybe they need some better influences around them.
How you do that?
Well, that is the question.
Well, they're around who they're around, so I mean,
Yeah, I mean, it would be more programs, midnight programs, more mentorship.
all the shit they got rid of and canceled.
Correct. Well,
Yeah.
it's not all gotten rid of. I know a lot of mentors. You could be a mentor.
No, a lot of mentors, not that.
They can't cancel you from being a mentor.
No, they can, but they can't cancel all the programs that they paid for or whatever. No more midnight basketball leagues, I'll tell you that.
Right. No more art programs. But maybe some of these things, we could petition the government about and get those things back.
Maybe we say fuck the government and fund them ourselves. That's what we used to do. It wasn't even these programs. The government came up with programs after we created them anyway.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So when you say we is going to be the adults and it's going to be the parents and the grandparents.
No. Are you a parent or a grandparent?
I said the adults or the
Yeah.
parents and the
No, you
grandparents.
said they are. You said they are. You're not adult or you're adult.
Yes, I'm an adult. I said the we is going to be the adults, the parents, or the grandparents. That's what I said.
You said they're going to be the adults, their parents, and the grandparents.
Yeah. I mean, I know what I said, bro.
Yeah, you do, but it wasn't quite inclusive of you.
Midnight programs. Well, that is the question.
Well, they're around who they're around. So, I mean,
Yeah, I mean, it would be more programs, midnight programs, more mentorship.
All the shit they got rid of and canceled.
Correct. Well, it's not all gotten rid of. I know a lot of mentors. You could be a mentor.
No, a lot of mentors, not
they can't cancel you from being a mentor.
No, they can't, but they can't cancel all the programs that they paid for. No more midnight basketball leagues, I'll tell you that.
No more programs. But maybe some of these things, we could petition the government about and get those things back. Yeah, here we go.
Maybe we say fuck the government and fund them ourselves. That's what we used to do. It wasn't even these programs. The government came up with programs after we created them anyway.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So when you say we is going to be the adults and it's going to be the parents and the grandparents. Did I not say what I said?
Are you a parent or a grandparent? Did I not say what I said? Doesn't matter.
No.
You're the
I said the adults. Yeah. The parents.
No, you said they are. You said they are. You're not an adult or you're adult.
Yes, I'm an adult. We is going to be the adults and it's going to be the parents and the grandparents.
No. Are you a parent or a grandparent?
I said the adults.
Yeah.
Or the parents.
No, you said they are. Maybe we say fuck the government and fund them ourselves. That's what we used to do. It wasn't even these programs. The government came up with programs after we created them anyway.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So when you say we is going to be the adults and it's going to be the parents and the grandparents.
No. Are you a parent or a grandparent?
I said the adults.
Yeah.
Or the parents.
No, you said they are. You said they are. You're not adult or you're adult.
Yes, I'm an adult. I said the we is going to be the adult. All right. Julio Cesar Chavez punished for the sins of the children and more. All right. We've got, should the parents be punished for their dependence, delinquency, or crimes? All right. I'm going to drop this in the chat. I want some feedback from you out there. Click on that link. Give us your vote. Give us your vote. I think I know how Brother Wordsmith voted. For me, let's see here. So your options are yes for children under 18, yes for children under 15, yes for children under 13. All right. Yes for children under 13. No one feels like the parents should be punished for what children under 13 are doing. Yes for children under 15. 14% of the respondents feel like the parents should be punished for the crimes that these kids are doing. Another 14% said yes for children under 18. So essentially 28% feel like parents should be responsible, criminally punished for their dependence. No, 71% say no. And I happen to be in the 71%. I said no. Judging by Brother Wordsmith's commentary tonight, I believe he's going to be a no as well. So we agree that the parents shouldn't be criminally liable for their dependence, delinquency, or crimes. But if a child broke out your car window, you're going to want the parents to pay for it. or the child. Somebody's got to pay for it, regardless of the reason why they did it. It's got to be paid for. That's the way you learn through life. Accountability. So those are the poll results. Get out of the way. All right, those are the poll results. Let me know how y'all came with that. Get out of the way. All right, let's see here. Okay, see if we had any more feedback on that poll. It stands as it was. All right. The views expressed in today's pod are those of the hosts, the guests, and are not necessarily reflective of any affiliates or TATN. As we wrap up, let's see. All right, let me see here. As we wrap up, the through line becomes impossible to ignore. When tragedy, misconduct, or controversy erupts, the blast radius rarely stops at the person who caused it. Families get pulled in, reputations get reshaped, and the public starts asking who should have stepped in sooner. Whether it's 12, whether it's a courtroom, a community, or a celebrity household, accountability has become a moving target. The Crumbly convictions in Michigan and Georgia case involving Colin Gray show how the legal system is redefining parental responsibility in real time. And the Julio Cesar Chavez situation reminds us that outside the courtroom, public opinion can be just as swift and just as unforgiving. These stories aren't identical, but they rhyme in the way they force us to question how far our responsibility should stretch. So as we close today's conversation, sit with this. Are we creating a culture of prevention or a culture of punishment by association? Will our government use this as a way to incarcerate even more POCs? The answer ain't simple, but the stakes are real. Thanks for listening. We'll pick this up next time. Stay curious, stay informed, stay aware, stay engaged, and most importantly, stay true to self. Also, love yourself and others around you deeply. Remember, ask not what our culture can do for you, but what you can do for our culture. Silence is violence, and continue to question everything. The Self Love Show ain't cancer, Toto. Peer down the rabbit hole and do your own research. Use caution and discernment, because sometimes when you stare into the abyss stares right back into you. Peace, self-love, honor, and respect. Big Ups Midwest Festivals presents Ancestral Echoes. It's going to be the 4th annual Glamping House Music Fest. Pull up. It's in Pembroke Township, Illinois. The link has been dropped in the chat. And come out, listen to some of the best house music you're going to hear in your life. No record will be played twice. It never happens. Rarely happens, if ever. Get around some great people and enjoy yourself. You got to be there. Big ups Tay Mills Aesthetics. You find yourself in LA. You're looking for the best esthetician in the business. Multicultural skin, body, and weight loss pro. Reach out to Tay Mills. That link's in the chat. www.taymilzaesthetics.com. Big ups Bella B. You might need some stuff printed on your shirt or some shorts or whatever kind of gear you're rocking, or a book bag or something like that. Designs365@gmail.com. Last, JIM, Gym Recovery. You need a tow, maybe your car stopped, maybe you hit a big pothole, something like that. Reach out to Gym Recovery. JIM Recovery. All right, Brother Wordsmith did solve today's riddle, which was Was it not pinned in the chat? I'll tell you what. I guess it wasn't pinned in the chat. Ridiculous. All right. I wonder what happened to it. All right. Well, today's riddle, you guys were close to it. Okay. All right. Today's riddle. Born from my hands, judged by their steps. What am I? While Kill had guessed father, I gave him partial credit. What we were looking for there is a parent. A parent. So it could be a mom or a dad, right? A parent. Can't have a father without a mother, Wakil. There's that. There is that. Let me see. Yeah. You guys, next week's show is going to be canceled because I'll be traveling back from Chicago. So we'll pop back out on the 9th, April 9th. Pull up Sunday, Spolly Tricks. That's where we unpack sports and Polytricks. Always an open panel. Link will be pinned in the chat. So when you want to pull up, just click on the link. But if you do pull up, we encourage you, don't forget to bring your mouthpiece. All right? Don't forget to bring your mouthpiece. All right, that brings us to the final words here. We don't have Brother Wordsmith, so Cartman's final words, y'all. Big ups to Cartman. Cartman's final words. Fair use. Cartman's final words. Hold on here. Come on, Karen. Big ups to Cartman.
What has happened to this place? I don't recognize it anymore. It used to be so fun and special. What is life worth living for? The dream is dead, our land is gone. There's a hole in my heart and I can't go on. There are too many minorities at my water park. This was our land, our dream, and they've taken it all away. They just keep coming and coming. Minorities. I tried to go and tell the police, but even the authorities are minorities at my water park. There's no place for me to sit anymore, and the lines just keep getting crazier. There are Mexicans all around me. The lazy river has never been lazier. It's a 40-minute wait to go down one slide, and the instructions are in Spanish on the zip line ride.
Jale sus brazos y piernas dentro de paseo.
Just do it in English. There are too many minorities. Too many at my water park. Somebody do something. Where did they all come from? Why can't they leave this land alone? And it's such a tragedy. Feel bit like dying. We look the other way too long. We've got to change our priorities and get all these minorities out of my water park. Minorities, Mexicans and Asians, black people. I think I even saw Native American. Gross. God, I'm asking, please get all of these minorities out of my water park. My water park.
My water park.
Can't read.
My water park. All right, Karen. You know what time it is. Take us home, Karen. Take us home. We'll see y'all in 2 weeks. Appreciate you popping in. Know thyself. Know thyself.
Do you think you are the one? Honestly, I don't know. You know what that means? It's Latin. Means know thyself.
Time is now, my people. We must
Man, know thyself. I will eat the right foods that I
Go myself.
Stole my health. I'm glad to be me now and nobody else.
Man, know thyself.
I will eat the right foods that I
Grow myself.
Cause the wrong way stole
On my health.
I'm glad to be me now and nobody else. Yo,
Bullets.
getting the code and all the scriptures, potions and elixirs.
Come on, Karen. Bullets. A boomerang.
Stand your ground.
Murder is suicide.
Yeah, well, an eye for an eye.
Silence is violence.
See something, say something.
You want to be a slave? Vibrate greed. Ego. Fear. That's how they make you a slave. You end up in prison.
Okay. I know for sure, charity plus humility times love is freedom.
That's how you get out. Do not answer questions.
Question everything.
We've got two who can see.
Fear is cap. It's an illusion.
Yeah. Vibrate love.
See if you can hear it. You never die when you breathe in the Holy Spirit. Swine ain't divine, and people they won't go near it. Salad bar, spinning at your average hard here to bring you back to God. Said it just like Master Far sent you. The end ain't always happy.
And forgiveness is love's supreme vibration.
So, do something charitable for a so-called enemy and end a beef.
Healthy people, heal thy people. That's a commandment.
Yeah, because hurt people, for sure, gonna try to hurt people.
Free Larry Hoover, man, like Big Meech.
Free Jeff Floyd.
Free all the guys, man.
Prison to slavery.
Check that 13th Amendment if you don't believe them. And be Yah. Walk on water.
Man. Move mountains.
Oh, Mountain Dew.
Yes, sir. Week by week, that mountain is getting weak. It's moving. Look at it.
I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. Being the one is just like being in love. No one can tell you you're in love, you just know it. Through and through. Balls to bones.
Still got them, bro.
Got mine.
Same, man. Stop snitching on y'allself. Take school seriously.
Be sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, because subscribing makes you feel good.